Hey, Shalom.
Shalom.
With the GMS New Orleans Saints here to bring you a live camp. Trying to get started. We're going to give infinite knowledge and prayers too.
Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai Bashem, Rekakabash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS who taught us the truth. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect and you Akim, you Aqua, which is your brothers and sisters in the Hebrew that believe. All right. So kicking it off today on this camp that we kind of solidated ourselves away from downtown due to weather, but we here to give y'all the word in the season, out of season. All right. But pretty much the basis of this topic here is going to be us against the world, and wherever the spirit goes is going to go. But started off, kick me off with that John 15 about the show.
It's the book of John, chapter 15, verse 20.
Mm-hmm.
It said, remember the word that I said unto you.
Yep.
The servant is not greater than his Lord.
Yep.
If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you.
Yep.
If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also.
And what color are those words?
That's Yahweh Shai speaking, red letters.
Red letters, Yahweh Shai speaking, all right? So it's telling you that the servant is not greater than his master, all right? We understand everything that Yahweh Shai been through, the Lord, our big brother of ours who walked the straight path, but ultimately had a gruesome crucifixion, all right? Just because of the things that he was preaching, preaching the word from up high, from Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, all right? Of all the things that needed to be done, all right? But ultimately, he received that death behind his works, all right? Obviously, it was other things also too that dealt with his reincarnation and so on and so forth. But still, the main point of this thing is that of him pushing that work, which we are doing right now, it's a recompense that's going to come behind it, all right? As I say, brothers can get to me that.
Let me go up 19.
Kind of go here.
It's verse 19. It said, if ye were of the world,
Mm-hmm.
the world would love his own.
Yep.
But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world,
Yep.
therefore the world hated you.
The world hated us, But just because, it's like, read that one more time.
This verse 18. It said, if ye were of the world,
Mm-hmm.
the world would love his own. But because
Stop right there. If you was of the world would love his own. All right. And again, what it's going to go into is that we're not of the world, so we are going to be constantly hated. All right. Don't be surprised at some point in time when our faces is on the news. So-called that with that T word. I don't want to say it on YouTube if that's one of the banned words to say. But don't be surprised if you're one of those people anti such and such and such and such, and you become a target.
It's demonized.
Demonized. All right. Yeah, you're going to be demonized of this thing. All right. But don't think it uncommon. All right. Because we have these scriptures to know beforehand that Yahweh Shai was looked down upon. Henceforth while he was crucified. All right. They mocked our big brother, man. All these things that he did and all this truth that he was speaking, it was something that was demonized because it wasn't something that was going on. It didn't coincide what was going on with the world at that time. All right? And again, we preaching the downfall of Babylon. This is never going to sit well with anybody. All right? Everybody, they want to see that 401k coming to fruition. All right? They want to see that 20-year plan coming in. They want to see their grandchildren come and live. They want to see all of these things. But us, we are the complete opposite. We would be considered as the negativity of the world going on right now. All right? But we preaching all these things down, which the Lord, told us to do. Because we're waiting for our kingdom. We're preaching our kingdom to come in place. But you want to say something, brother?
Yeah. Ultimately, they're going to see what's wrong with the world.
Yep.
They're going to basically put us in the spotlight and say that we're not progressing with society because these are the kind of people that are holding us back.
Yep.
Because we're standing on, principles and morals that are founded by what? The scriptures,
Yep.
right? The righteous things, okay? Life, basically,
Mm-hmm.
right? What you got?
But to understand it. Again, if we're on the right side of things and we're in a society that's left, that's ultimately just going to be a constant headbutt of things. All right, but as long as we stand on business, as long as we stand on everything that Yahweh Shah told us to do, we can't go wrong with this thing, man. All right, but again, we're in a society of complete left. Everything is left. Up is down, left is just a confusion. Henceforth Babylon, confusion. All right, but you got a piece of it.
All right, so John 7 verse 7. This is Yahushua speaking in red letters. The world cannot hate you, but me to hate it, because I testify of it that the works thereof are evil. So basically, the world don't hate us because they don't know us. Right. They don't know us for the can of pain. Yep. But yeah, the days that we preach and hate Yahushua, the days we preach of is of Yahushua, the word.
That's right.
What is preaching of, man? He's talking about the evil, the wickedness, villain. And then we in society to where like people hate being told something about themselves, bad about themselves. So yeah, that's what the scripture's talking about, man. Hey, the wickedness that they doing. Yeah, we're revealing that by us revealing that they hate us for it.
We're in society right now where everybody just want to hear sweet things. They want to hear that, hey man, if you go ahead and do this, you can make 6 figures. If you want to do this, you can start you a business. You can start this long longevity of life in this bullshit ass kingdom. All right, but we sitting here telling you that, hey, that's not the case. We telling you that, hey, this is a burning building. This thing about to fall anytime soon. All right, this thing about to fall, and then everything that you're thinking of, everything that you're praying for, of the continuation of this life is going to be over with soon. All right, and that in Abra Dazab, not even a couple years, but whenever the Lord decides to come back, that we're going to be on top of this thing, man. All right, you got it, brother.
It's Isaiah chapter 5 and verse 20. It reads, "Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter."
You got it.
Basically, just harping on the point that this brother had brought out. Right, we are completely contrary to what this world believes is good. Right. In all actuality, the only good things are the things that are coming out of the scriptures, man. Right? And they call these things bad. Okay? What do they call it? Toxic masculinity. Okay? Things of that nature. Right? How is it toxic masculinity when I'm just, doing the things that are natural? These are natural things. Okay? But you brothers behind the camera, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Right? A man being the head of the house. Right? This shit, amongst a whole slew of things, man. But here in this society, it's called toxic masculinity.
What they'll say is out of the nothing is pretty much original no more. It's many things that they want that woman to be that head of the household, that strong black woman. They want this, and they want the for you to be open-minded with these rainbow people, But we stand 10 toes down with the scriptures. Everything that the scriptures is against, we are against it, and we stand on that. All right. But again, that's more making us a target in this society. All right. It's making us a target in this thing, man. All right. And it's at this point in time, you could say this is probably the first time in all our lives that we love to be that target. All right, we understand the scriptures telling us everything that's going to happen, of us standing in this thing. All right, and are you really with it? Are you going to stand with it to the end? Are you going to stand 10 toes for the Lord? Are you going to receive that crown? Are you going to fold? Are you going to go? Are you going to take that pill and go back into society, go back into the matrix? All right. For us, we pretty much broken out this thing. All right, and I brought this out that we continue to stay out of this thing and receive our crowns that the Lord gave to us. All right? But you got a precept, brother. You got it.
Galatians 4, verse 16. Am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth? And that's a question mark.
Yep.
And the question is yes. Because what the truth consists of, man. Let's talk about it. The wickedness and this place going down. And people don't like hearing that. You know what I'm saying?
They don't want to hear it. Like I said, tell me nice things. Tell me that I'm going to be a millionaire. Tell me that if I get this side job and I get this, everything is going to be good for me and my children and my seed. All right, but that's not the case for us. For us, we want to hear, man, let us know when we on top again. Let us know when we ruling this thing, man. Let us know when our children can finally be at peace. Let us know when we can have children and they could go ahead and go and venture off in different planets and do whatever things, and you don't have to have a care about it because you know that they're gonna be straight. All right, that they're not gonna do anything wrong. All right, this is something that we long for, man. That's why we constantly pray, Lord, how long? How much longer that we gotta deal with this? All right, I'm watching the video of the brother, the GMS Watchman, that he posted a video of they had a Taiwanese transformer that just won the woman pageant, something like that. You know, like some crazy shit like that. Like, come on, bro, it's wicked. It's wicked. And if you look at it, they didn't got so cold with this thing that she really looked like a beautiful woman, but that's a man. Like, come on, bro. But this is a society that we live in. They want us to be okay with this. All right. But we're going to continue. We're going to preach the downfall. We're going to preach the downfall, and we're going to pray constantly. All right. If brother's not doing it, that's something that you need to pray for constantly, that this thing needs to be over with. You know, we pray for the return of the Lord. We pray that it comes tomorrow. You know, obviously, it's a lot of things that needs to come in play. You know, the C-hip needs to come a little bit more harder. We know that the C-hip is here, but the C-hip needs to come a little more harder. World War III needs to come a little bit more harder. All right, we need all these things to happen. But ultimately, it's not going to be light. We're not going to be light. All right, and in this thing, you need to understand that we're not here to be light. All right, we're here to do the work of Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. And just like how we kicked it off of us carrying our cross, you know, and understanding that Yahushua went through the same thing. We walk in the same path of our big brother, you know, just to receive that glory, to become the co-heirs of the throne. You want to say something?
Yeah, because like the brother read in John 15, if the world hated me, it's going to hate you too. And Yahushua, when he was on the scene, he didn't come around to be friends with everybody, to hold hands and say, oh, we all going to come together.
Yep.
So we coming back in the same stead with the same message, man. We ain't come back. The prophets are not back to tell the world that we all going to come together, all right, and be friends, man. All right, the Lord don't care about friends, all right? He care about righteousness and truth, man. You see? Go ahead, bro.
Do the right thing. If I could just say real quick, you know, they got the saying in the world, birds of a feather flock together.
Yeah.
All right? That's our flock. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is our flock. All right? You got that?
I'm about to get it. But I had it somewhere.
Come. You got it already? Come. Bring down. You can just
I got that.
This the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 13, verse 15. It says, every beast loveth his life, and every man loveth his neighbor. All flesh sick according to kind, and a man cleave to his life.
Yep.
Verse 17, it say,
Hey, but no, a man cleave to his life. The birds of a feather flocking together, man.
Right?
Like-minded men. Yeah.
Scripture tell you what, right? Two can't walk together, at least they agree. You know? So they have to be in like mind.
You all who you hang around.
Yeah. You all who you hang around. That's right.
verse 17, it said, what fellowship had the wolf with the lamb?
Because
So,
if I could say something on that, because what? They're natural predators. You see? My fault, natural enemies. Right? In a while, you'll never see a wolf being around a lamb, or vice versa.
Predator.
They actually will be repelling from each other. Right? They wouldn't never be around each other. You see? So it's saying like that's a rhetorical question. What fellowship does the wolf have with a lamb?
Because
The answer is none.
Right.
I was about to say, because they're not in agreement.
That's right.
I'm trying to feed myself, and I'm trying to preserve my life.
Right.
It's two different plans he was on.
That's right.
That's it.
Right. That was it.
no, it said, I'm gonna read it again. It said, what fellowship had the wolf with the lamb? So the sinner with the godly.
Everything that the brother's saying, man, it just doesn't go together. There's going to be a constant force. There's going to be a constant conflict of all these things that's going about. All right, these two things don't go together. All right, again with us, the two things of us not being together with this world. All right, Bobby Shah, what's that in The enmity
I
of the
got
world.
that, brother. That's what I
Oh,
got.
that's what you got.
I
Come
got it.
on,
This,
let's get that. Then we gonna hit you.
God, this the book of James, chapter 4, verse 4. It says, "Ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is an enemy of the Most High."
Come on. Yeah, choose your side.
Yeah.
All right, choose your side. Who you gonna serve in that day? You know, are you gonna serve the Lord? Or you gonna serve Mammon? All right, which most of the people in this world, they serve Mammon. They trying to chase that bag. They trying to do anything to secure a better life in Babylon. You know, which again to us is complete stupidity. You know, why are you trying to secure yourself in a burning fucking building? A building that's not gonna last, that I'd rather die it falls in the next couple months, the next couple years, you know? The next seconds,
Yes,
you know? And everything with the the trajectory of it is a straight downfall. You know how you see the graphs and all that stuff? No, Babylon is on a straight downfall. It's not on the up and up no more. God,
I got one.
you can bring it up.
Romans chapter 11 and verse 7, it said, "What then? Israel has not attained that which he seeketh for, but the election has attained it, and the rest was blinded." So that's what's going on right now. You know, a lot of people, you know, they constantly are seeking the riches and the value, the importance of this world. You know, that the busybody of this world, they constantly want to do wickedly. You know, that do thy will spirit. But see, the election has attained what the true riches, which in fact is the wisdom, the knowledge, the understanding. So if you're not seeking the Lord, then you're seeking death. That's what I got to do.
God, yeah, if you're not seeking the Lord, you're seeking that. That's beautiful, brother. All right, because that's the again, we got the golden ticket, bro. That's something that every brother and everybody behind that camera got to know, man. We got the golden ticket to this thing. All right, not too many people was given this. You know, blessed are your ears that hear, blessed are your eyes that see, that understand that this ain't living. Marvin Gaye, play the song. This ain't living. You know what I'm saying? We know that this is just straight bullshit, and it's something. You know, even Brody was telling me something about you know, his little personal thing that he going with of more and more reasons that we need to get out of here. You know, we constantly get our pockets constantly getting hit out of this thing. We constantly emotionally getting damaged around this thing. This ain't God. Everything is vexing to us out here, bro. And again, it's not meant for us to even enjoy this. All right, because that's why we're in captivity. We're in captivity for a reason. But again, you could say that we got the better end of the stick because even though we're going through this captivity, we understand and know that it's something else behind it. All right, we know everything that's coming behind this thing through the scriptures. You know, by us being locked in with Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai and ultimately Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai dealing with us, we understand that all of these things is something else greater, you know, that's going to come if we continue to push. But you want to say something real quick?
Yeah, real quick. Just to back up exactly what this brother talking about. This Romans 8 and 18, and it reads, "For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us." Con. But you know, I brought that out simply because these are the sorts of scriptures that we read that, you know, keep our morale up. All right, these are the things that we reflect on. Okay, when things are going wrong, you see, faith boosters, like the brother said, these things encourage us. Yep. We understand that this suffering is only for a short moment. Mm-hmm. It's not forever. Okay, and that's why the scriptures also speak about what? The truth shall set you free. You see, we have been make you free. That's right, but it said make you free. That's right. You see, so you know, this is like the brother was saying, it's a blessing to have these scriptures because the Lord has taken the blindfold off you. You see exactly what the plans of the Lord is. Okay? But I know you had a precept.
Yeah, Con, I had one.
Go ahead, brother.
This is Hebrews 13 and 14. It says, "For here have we no continuing city, but we seek one to come." And you were just going into, brother, you made a point about how this is just America. You know, this place is just a burning bridge. You know, there's nothing we could get out of this place. There's nothing to come from it but death. But we do seek something to come, which is salvation, attaining that glory.
That's right.
Yeah. And that's what made us free, man. We free from all the stress, trying to better ourselves in this society in America, and we free from that because we know for a fact as we're reading these scriptures, it's not like, no continuing city.
Done.
So yeah, hey, but so yeah, we're not worried about America, man. We're worried about, hey, we focus on something else, the kingdom to come.
Done. If I can back the brother up, obviously, our mindset is set up on things upon high. Our mindset is set up on things of the kingdom. We're thinking of our kingdom, But don't get it twisted that obviously, again, we're still in captivity. We still have to live here until the Lord comes back. That doesn't mean throw everything to the left because that this is a burning building. Nah, man, this is a burning building that we have to live in for the time being. All right? But ultimately, it's still something required of us to continue to get our daily bread. And so, we have to get our daily bread just to pay our bills. It's many things that comes with it, But I just have to, add that to what the bro said, that of us keeping our things up high, we still got to deal with the things that we doing with, below.
We have a required reasonable service.
The reasonable service, We still got to pay our taxes. We still got to pay our bills, Because at that point in time, if you don't pay your phone bill, your phone gonna get cut off. You ain't gonna be able to talk to no bros.
Yeah.
But you want to say something?
Yeah, I got one precept back in what you're saying. That's 1 Corinthians 7, verse 31. And they use this world as not abusing it.
Beautiful.
For the fashion of this world passes away. So, hey, as the brother was saying, like, hey, we still got to be in while the world's still going. We still got to use the word. We still got to work, pay our bills, things like that. And we're not abusing it. We're not doing too much. We're not trying to be rich. We're not trying to be famous.
Right.
None of that shit. Because we know it's the fashion of this world passing away.
Yeah.
And we can see it in our very eyes, man.
Yeah, we not cutting off the brotherhood for a bag.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We know that at the end of the day, it's us against the world, which I said at the beginning.
Anyway.
And we all trying to get this crown together, And we know that that lone wolf don't never survive. All right. We know that pack stay together. That pack stay strong. That pack has different abilities and different things that's going attributes. Everybody bring everything, and brother could get that in the Corinthians. The function of the body. I believe that's 12. 1 Corinthians 12.
I was gonna get it. Ecclesiastes what it says.
That's what it is.
Yeah, it's 12.
1 Corinthians 12.
That is alone.
Oh yeah, you can get that too. Yeah.
Ecclesiastes, you know?
Yeah, Ecclesiastes. Yeah, you can get it while brother getting that.
Yeah, it's just because like the brother said, we have to get our daily bread, right? But ultimately, the daily bread is just sufficient for you, right? For to make it outside of, to get to the church. You see, it's not to thrive in. But this Matthew chapter 6 and verse 25, and it reads, "Therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what ye shall eat, what ye shall drink, nor yet for your body, what ye shall put on. Is not the life more than meat, and the body than raiment? Behold, the fowls of the air, for they sow not, neither do they reap, nor gather into barns, yet your heavenly Father feedeth them. Are ye not much better than they?" So we doing the works that the Lord commanded us to do, right? And that's why brothers have to also consider, watch how that work demon get you, trying to overwork. The scriptures tell you, are you not better than the birds? And the Lord is feeding the birds. You see, you're a prophet, man. You don't think He's gonna take care of His men?
I did listen on that too. I was going to tell you that Matthew 6, that chapter right there. I was basically saying like the birds, they fly around all day, looking for food. You know what I'm saying? But in the day, until somebody they drop the leftover food they eat on the ground, and the birds eat, man. They just fly around all day, just waiting, but yeah, they get fed.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So same go with us. No matter what, no matter what, take care of us. Yeah. Let them need.
If I could say to you, also to add on to you, is that again, these are something that's considered lesser than us. All right? An animal is something that's considered lesser than us. Why? Because we are the princes of Yahweh Shemel Shai. We are Yasharala. How much is the people that He sat down and created to the teeth? Everything with our DNA, the way that we act, the way that we talk, the way that we always thought, just to get in the depths of all these things. This is something that the Lord did for us. All right? Obviously, the animals, they got their functions and everything that they do. But for us, again, we were also blessed with the more qualities, more senses. The water. More senses than everything else. Why? Because again, we are Yasharala. We are I brought this out of that number that of working of the things that's ahead of us,
And ultimately, man, we talking about the prophets, man, the spirits that have been created before anything else was created besides Yahushua. You see?
Yeah.
We talking about from the foundations of the earth. You don't think he's gonna feed those men, right? That's doing the will of him. It's ludicrous to think that he gonna let you starve, or he gonna let you go through things. You might go a day without eating. Yeah. You might get put out of your house or whatever. But there's always something to keep you sustained, man. Right? You just have to have faith. When you try to take matters into your own hands, that's a lack of faith, and it's a fear. You see, that's fear. Okay, but you got it.
And my boy Rico from Paying the Full said, we're going to eat regardless. It don't mean nothing.
Let's eat. I got it. If I can say real quick, mentioning about the birds, the anatomy of a bird, most birds that's not predatorial, the Lord actually have the worms come up out the ground specifically so the birds can eat, so they can have food for the course of the day. And like he was saying, we're much better than those birds. We're Yasharala. We're greater than the princes of the power. I was actually holding a precept that go into
also them seeds too that fall from the tree. There's all sorts of ways. You see, it's the same here.
Right. This is Job 5:17. It says, "Behold, happy is the man whom God correcteth. Therefore despise not the chastising of the Almighty. For he maketh sore and bindeth up. He wounded, and his hands make whole. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yeah, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword." So in all actuality, man, we don't have nothing to worry about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're doing the work, we're doing the will of Yahweh Shema Shai, you know what I'm saying, making our bodies a living sacrifice, and in turn the Lord's gonna fight on our behalf. It's time.
Basically, that backs up Isaiah 65, man. Say that, hey, our servants shall eat. You know what I'm saying, that day. So we ain't got to worry about it.
Get it, I get it.
And ultimately, when it says 7, right, that's going into that complete destruction. Right, going into what? The ICBM nuclear missiles, man. Right, so the Lord going to defend us if we are that hopeful elect. You see, no matter what. So how much more times it's not even treacherous right now. You see?
Yeah, we still treading water right now.
Yeah, man.
Everything's still smooth. We still got a smooth current going on right now. But Bobby Shah,
I got that scripture
real quick. But not get that, then you get you, and then
it's a scripture that back up what he was just saying.
Go ahead.
That's Isaiah 65, verse 13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord power, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Yeah, just based on that point, like even in the time of famine, we ain't got to worry about that. We gonna eat. You know what I'm saying? We up the elect, man. No, so we ain't got to worry about nothing.
Come on, get that St. John for me, Bobby Bishop.
This is the book of John, chapter 10, verse 28. And, you want me to start at 27?
What?
My sheep here, my
Yeah, you can start right there.
This is the book of John, chapter 10, verse 27. Red letter Yahweh Shai. My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. Verse 28, and I give unto them eternal life, and they shall never perish, neither shall any man pluck them out of my hand.
God, you can't, if it's of the will of Yahweh Shema Shai, you cannot be plucked out of the Lord's hands, man. All right? What it tells you, if I'm not mistaken, is that Isaiah, Jeremiah, in the womb, before I formed you in the womb, I knew thee. But ultimately, again, the Lord said all these things before time. All right, we're just in a point right now where everything is being played out. All right, and a lot of people don't understand that. But again, what it said in that St. John is that you can't be plucked out of the Lord's hands. If the Lord had that protection hedge around you and He set that from the beginning for you, it can't be changed. All right, we talking about the Most High in His Son. All right. If this is the will of Yahweh Shema Shai, that will be done. All right? But, you say you got something?
It kind of, who's at the back of that bird?
I got what you quoted.
Jeremiah.
It's Jeremiah 1:4, and it reads, "Then the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee. And I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations."
God ordained you to be a prophet of the nations. All right, the prophet of the 12 tribes, and also letting them heathen know their destruction that's going to come. All right, that is something that the Lord blessed us with. The Lord blessed us with that this beautiful job, man. This beautiful position that we're in right now. All right, which is something that we can never take for granted, bro. Because we got to understand, and I hope everybody do understand, is that, again, everybody don't have this. All right, that's why it tells you that 1/3 of our people are going to get this understanding. All right, 2/3 are going to let's get that in the Zechariah. 2/3 of our people, they're just not going to get this. This is going to be something that they're just not going to get. All right, but for us to be in this thing and pushing and still pushing, at the end time that we know that we're in, we know that we're doing something right. All right, we're doing something right, and we ultimately know that the Lord, again, has that hedge around us, and he's we got a whole heavens of us, Salaki, heavens vouching for us,
The host of heaven.
vouching for us and praying for us to continue and to keep on pushing. All right. The Zechariah, it's pretty good. Who's got that?
I'm now already.
Bring it up.
This is Zechariah 13:8. It says, "And it shall come to pass that in all the land, said the Lord Yahweh, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein."
That 1/3 should be left therein. All right. So again, we know that 2/3 of our people, that's just something that they're not going to get. All right. So if we know that we're in a race, as Paul say in the book of Corinthians, why do you want to get out of this race? You got to understand that we have something that we're about to receive, an everlasting crown, everlasting peace.
I was about to say, you don't enter a competition to give up, bro.
To give up, God.
You're in a competition to win.
To win. Yes, brother. Beautiful point. We try to win this thing. We try to win big. And the Lord gave us the opportunity to win the biggest achievement that we've ever had in our, placed in front of us, But you got to preach up?
2 Ezra chapter 9 and verse 21 said, "And I saw and spared it greatly, and I have kept me a great of the cluster and a plant of a great people." That's talking about the elect, the 1/3. But the Lord is getting ready to return and come back for the one that holds the testimony, the one that's constantly saying, Lord, enduring to the end, keeping outside. Also, said we asked the Lord how long. Verse 22 said, "Let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain, and let my grape be kept, and my plant with great labor have I made it perfect." So know that the 2/3 they're gonna be totally destroyed. The Lord is only coming back for the house of David, that royal house. The Israel of the Most High. So we're very close to that time. The Lord is getting ready to do a mighty work. Yeah.
Precept to back up what that brother brought out. This is out of the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5 and verse 13, and it reads, "Even so we, in like manner, as soon as we were born, began to draw to our end, and had no sign of virtue to show, but we were consumed in our own wickedness." And that's like the mind of a 2/3, man. You see? So just like the brother brought out, the 2/3 were what? Born in vain. All right, as soon as they were born, they were already being drawn to their end. All right, from the womb. All right, they were gonna perish, man, because they were consumed in wickedness. You got
Hey,
it?
just like you read in that Jeremiah though. Before I knew thee, I formed thee to be a prophet. Hey, the same way that the Lord formed, Adonai Ratazawi, that righteous number. All right, the same way that He formed us to ordain us to come out here and teach. All right, week in, week out, and anointing us with the Rakak Wadash. Hey man, He ordained 2/3 to just be born for nothing, to just be born to be a sacrifice here in America, man. You see? Go ahead, bro.
If I separate something from another, All right, and this is the good. By default, this is the bad. You see, there's no other way, around it. There's no gray areas with the Lord.
Yes, it.
You see, so these have been sanctified and justified, and these have been damned and prepared for destruction, man.
Yeah.
Easily.
I got something back in the
There's
You got-
I got one, back you up. It said here, 1 Corinthians chapter 14 and verse 32, it's saying the spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophets. So, hey, you was a prophet back then, you a prophet right now. It's plain and simple, So the Lord don't make no mistake,
Yeah.
Go ahead, you got it?
He doesn't make no mistake. And again, you're in that position that you need to be in right now.
Yeah.
Right? You're in the position that the Lord allowed you to be in.
That's
All right,
Everybody
so-
standing in their line.
Everybody's standing in line in these last days, and that's how we know that we're doing the right things of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right, if you out here, you pushing this word, you're not behind that camera just being a keyboard warrior and all these other things that the Lord doesn't want you to do. You know what I'm saying? The Lord appointed everybody to be on them highways and hedges. Pushing His word, bend everybody to the marriage. That's your duty. That's your duty. But just to have that understanding and have that urgency to be out here to put that work in, man, consider yourself blessed. All right? Because if we was downtown around them niggas, God, if we was downtown around them niggas, we'll see just that congregation of the dead that the Lord speaks of. Them zombies walking around. We in New Orleans, Louisiana, man. You go down there, Canal Street, it's straight zombies in every which way. Every week. Zombies and demons. That's what we do when we go down to the block. All right? But every now and then you would catch a beautiful sighting of a brother coming into this thing. All right? Somebody that was walking with the dead, even though we was all walking with the dead before. But we didn't watch many men that was walking with the dead that came up and heard the word and got caught. And like the brother brought out, my sheep, my
sheep hear my voice.
They hear my voice. Yeah, kind. The sheep hear my sheep hear my voice. So no matter what it is, no matter what's going on, when you hear this word, it's gonna be that switch. It's gonna click into you. I'm like, man, something going on with this. I really believe this for some reason. This has been something that's been straight contrary of everything that I've done in my life, but for some reason, this is making a lot of sense.
Resonate with your spirit.
It resonates, kind of.
brother, because that kind of thing we always talk about. We remembering ourselves because we once knew this.
Kind of.
So
yeah.
when we hear certain things, it flip a switch in our mind.
Kind of. Yeah, that's beautiful. Like, because I remember we had that conversation on the phone.
Oh yeah.
It was like we once do these things, like the saying in the world that it's just like riding a bike. You know what I'm saying? When if you haven't ridden the bike for a minute, it might be weird when you finally get back on it. Even though you know how to ride the bike, but just to get back on it, it's a different feeling. I'm like, okay, I ain't feel this in a minute. Oh damn, it feels good. Okay, yeah, I'm moving. I'm be able to doing this and all the benefits that come from it. But ultimately, again, just that understanding again of us coming back to the scriptures is like riding a bike, man. All right. If it was something for us not to know, we wouldn't get this. All right. But for us to be open to hearing more and more and more, and the willingness to learn of all these things, it's just definitely a sign of our brother Zah, that we continue in this thing, that we are those people that were supposed to come back and receive this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. All right.
That's something.
I got a word for you.
This is 2 Peter 3:1. This is this second epistle, beloved, I now write unto you, and both which I stir up your pure minds by way of remembrance.
All right, so if you can't remember something that you never knew.
Yep.
All right. There's no other way to explain that.
Right.
Like there's nobody that ever didn't know something but remembered that thing.
Right.
Like that don't make sense. All right, so that means we had to have been those from the ancient world that was taught these things. You see, and really from the foundations of the earth. But I wanted to grab that word stir up. Okay, now this is stir up in 2 Peter 3. All right, and it's G1326. Let me
I got some.
Strong G1326. De Gairo.
All right, and it says to wake up, to awaken, to arouse from sleep. You see, it says to arouse the mind, to stir up, to render active. You see, to activate that mind. So we like sleeper cells. You see, that have been set in time. You know, we like the Terminator damn near. You remember the Terminator? He was a regular dude, and then once it was time, he did what? Got back in the mode and remembered himself. You see? Go ahead.
I got this word remember in the online etymology, and it's this remember. It says to keep or bear in mind, to retain in the memory, to preserve unforgotten. But this is the point. It says the meaning, to recall to mind, to bring again to the memory. So if you remember something, you're bringing something that you once knew back to your memory.
That's right.
That's why I say it resonates with our spirit, man. You see, and just like the elder was saying, I believe that was last week on a conference, we can't be a part of something that we how did he phrase it?
You can't be brought back to something you was never
a part of, man.
Yeah. With the grafting of the
olive tree.
The olive tree, that olive tree can't be grafted back onto a oak tree.
Yes.
All right. It's not meant. They don't go hand in hand. You know. The Lord is plain and simple with all the things that you know that He put in front of us. You know, it's nothing too major. You know, again.
It say also to remind.
To remind.
So to remember something is to remind yourself that you once knew this, man. Y'all got it.
I got a precept to back you up. It's of Baruch 2 and verse 30. It says, "For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities they shall remember themselves, and they shall know that I am the Lord their God. For I will give them an heart and ears to hear, and they shall praise me in the land of their captivity, and think upon my name, and return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds."
If I could say real quick, I'm gonna head to you too, brother. But again, where is this going on at? This is going on here in Babylon, America. Babylon the Great, America, bro. You know, we could talk about all our walks of lives, bro, that we was down some dark, dirty paths. You know, again, what the Lord tell us that our righteousness is filthy rags. You know, we know for sure that the things that we probably done before coming to this truth, that we definitely deserve death. We know that, but the Lord put that mercy on us to come back in these things and coming back into that remembrance of the things, and us understanding that, hey, we're not free. All right, we understand that we're still in captivity, and it's constant more and more things that's constantly going to throw us off of us continuing to be here. All right, we understand that, but again, would the brother read that again, Baba Kisham?
This is verse 33. "And return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds, for they shall remember the way of their fathers, which sinned before the Lord."
God, we should remember the ways. All right, and that's what we're doing right now. We remember the ways of all the wrongdoings. You know, we got these scriptures to see where Israel went off. We know when Israel, when we're not with our power, we know that we're weaker than ever. All right, we understand all these things. But now that us coming back in this remembrance of things, we know that if we get back with Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man, we can't be touched. All right, and the Lord say that in the scriptures. You know, once that sin is erased from us and we get them spiritual bodies, man, we can't be touched. All right, and we're gonna be with our big brother ruling in this thing, man. All right.
Now I wanted to say something, because with that remembrance would also come with that the names of the Lord.
Yes.
Yes.
It's what? That's that, you know, that key, man.
Yep.
You can know all you want about the scriptures, the history, you know, whatever. But if you don't, the customs, all of that, you know, if you don't know the names, then you really don't know nothing, man. You need them names. You see, so that also comes with that remembrance, right? But
coming back to the things that I got.
I think he wanted to make a
Oh,
point.
Yeah, I wanted to say, like, backing up that brother precept he had brought out. That's a key word that's showing that, hey, who are those people? Who in captivity? You know what I'm saying? Hey, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. You know what I'm saying? So that's showing that's us. We're coming back to our nationality. Who we are.
We on the rise right now of this is probably the most that you ever heard about Israelites. of all of my 20-some years of living, I never heard prior to this, never heard nothing about Israelites. Jake was in the churches with grandma. Jake was out here doing all these, all these other things. All you knew about is God and Jesus. That's it. But nobody ever came into the depths of the scriptures to tell you what was really going on. Not telling you that, hey, this book right here, this is our history. This is everything that is telling you all the things from before time and all the things that's going to happen into the future. All right. All we knew is that, hey, do good and good is going to be done unto you. If you do evil, then evil things are going to be done. If you do these evil things, you're going to go to hell. If you do good things, you go to heaven. Like, come on. That was the plain and simple that the pastors gave us. For us coming to these scriptures and coming to the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, we understand that, okay, that these people bought off. They've been feeding us these wrongdoings, just to keep us in a docile place. All right? In this land where they say that you're not my people.
That's Hosea 1.
I got Romans 9.
Can bring it up. Mom, should I get the one I just called?
Book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 26. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it is said unto them, ye are not my people, there shall they be called the children of the living power.
Yeah, that's it. What it be called that we are not his people. What we call that out here? We niggas, we spicks, we tontos, African Americans. We everything that's less than what we're black. All right? That negative connotation of us, we're black people. All right? Nah, we not. We Prince of Yasharala. It's like we are Yasharala. We are the Prince of the power. God, this is what we are. But again, here in this land, we were sent here on a slave ship, as it says in Deuteronomy. Now that we have these scriptures, we can track our history. Not the things that they told us. They gave us bits and pieces, but now we can get down into I was trying to think of a saying that the brothers say, the small and skinny or something like that.
Straight and skinny.
The straight and skinny, we get into the straight and skinny of things right now. We understand that, all right, at once upon a time, we was on top. After that, we went off, so we went down. It was constant conflict, but now the Lord has ordained his people to come back, and now we're back on the rise to the top after we get out of this captivity, obviously. But it's just we got that full understanding of everything that's going on now, man.
And it makes sense.
It makes sense.
We was lost.
We was lost in the sauce, as brothers would say, man. We was lost in the sauce. We didn't understand. The dry bones come, beautiful, brother. We didn't understand nothing that was going on. We were just rolling with the punches, as they say. It was something that we, for some reason, I can't make it. For some reason, I can't escape trouble. I can't escape trauma. I can't escape this. Why? And for the longest that we just never understood this thing. But hey, fuck it. I gotta get this money. I gotta do this. I gotta get it by any means. But us knowing now that there's a way out. There's a way out, and Yahweh Shemel Shah is the answer. And who is he for? He is for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. That's our power. That's our cheat code to get out of this thing, man. All right? Get the Baba Kushak.
This is the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 16. It said, then they that fear the Lord spake often one to another, and the Lord hearkened and heard it. And a book of remembrance was written before him for them that fear the Lord and that thought upon his name.
What is it? Them that don't care about the Lord?
Them that fear the Lord and thought upon his name.
And how do you fear the Lord? You fear the Lord by following his law, statutes, commandments. All right? So by you following the law, statutes, commandments, that's showing that fear. That's showing that urgency. All right? It's faith. Yeah, it shows your faith. It's another one, roughly paraphrasing, the brother could get it. Coming back, finding, doing the Lord's will.
Oh, it's in Luke.
Salaja, but just that remembrance of those that fear the Lord. All right, coming back into these things. That's what it takes to come back into the Lord. You gotta have that fear. You gotta have that one. And ultimately, you gotta have that spirit first and foremost to come back and come back to the Lord. You know, I'm kind of running in circles with it, but you want to say something?
Yeah, it
I got
said,
a precept too.
back in that precept that brother just brought out, it said, and think upon the name of the Lord. You see, you don't have to think about the name Jesus. You don't have to think about the name God, right? But those that fear the Lord, hey, they did what? They did a diligent search through the scriptures, through the different archives, and what? Ultimately had faith that those weren't the names, right? That the true names, right, are going into what? The Zephaniahs and the, Proverbs and, understanding that there is an actual real name of the Lord, and that can't be it.
Right.
So they did what? They thought upon the names. You see, we are those people. First and foremost, the apostles, man. Abba Bivens, you see? We got to end on you.
And that go back into the remembrance too, because if we remembering, then we gonna remember his name. That's right. Where you need to get the name from those men who serve the Lord who remember. It ain't Yahshua, it ain't whatever everybody else saying.
Yes, but also when you think about it, what has the name Jesus Christ ever done for us, man? That's right. Brought up further, put us lower and lower in captivity, put us in the sleep in the stupor, man. That's right, man. From the times of slavery up to the times of now, man, Jesus Christ ain't never did a fucking thing for us, man.
Hey, they put us in the same boat as the heathen. Yeah, calling on fucking Jesus Christ. The whole world calls on Jesus Christ, and we're not of the world, as the Lord said. So why the hell are we calling on Jesus Christ? Doesn't make no sense. All right, if we're in the same boat as these fucking heathen talking about, oh man, Jesus saved me. Oh, Jesus will save this and that if you repent and you come back to His name. Nah, the Lord is not for everybody. The Lord is for His people. But you want to say something, brother?
I was about to say that the name Jesus Christ itself, brother, just damns us. Because it allows you to be a homosexual. It allows you to be anything, an adulterer.
Because Jesus love everybody.
Yeah, it coincides with the beliefs of America. Everything that America wants you to do, feel as if it's the right thing to do, all right, or you can accept this. They use the name Jesus, man. All right, and which this brother brought out a good point when I'm doing the diligent search. You go back to the letter J, it didn't even come into the vision until the 1500s.
So how that's his name?
So how that's the name? It tell you when Yahushua was on the scene that he was speaking what? Latin, Hebrew, all right? And he called out the Saul in the Hebrew tongue, man. Go ahead, bro.
I got one. This Zephaniah 3 verse 9. For then will I turn to the people a pure language, that they may call upon the name of the Lord and to serve Him one consent.
Read it again now.
It's Zephaniah 3 verse 9. But then will I turn to the people a pure language, that they may all call upon the name of the Lord to serve Him in one consent.
Flame.
Yeah, it just backs up the point. There's no way to explain it. What's that prayer language? The Hebrew.
The Lashawan Quadat.
That's it.
That's the only way we'll come up with the name, man. What's they just show you right there? The name is in Hebrew, man. What they Yahweh, why Yahweh?
This brother got something real quick.
It's in the proof.
Yeah.
Before chapter 1.
Yeah, it's in
I got one for that. Yeah, well, I'm wait for it. It's Sirach 17 verse
Yeah, right there. We got it real quick.
Oh, yeah, got it.
For the same.
This book of Sirach, the first chapter, verse 1, it said, for the same things uttered in Hebrew and translated into another tongue have not the same force in them. And not only these things, but the law itself and the prophets and the rest of the books have no small difference when they are spoken in their own language.
And that's our language, man. Which holds the power. That's the language of the Lord, man. So if we have the power behind us, Yahweh Bashim al-Shah standing behind us, and that's what it says that's no other language holds that same amount of power as the Hebrew. And as the brother kind of went into when Yahweh Shah knocked Saul off the horse, he spoke to him in Hebrew. All right. Again, henceforth, while we are Hebrew Israelites, we're not black Israelites. We're Hebrew Israelites. All right. That's where our foundation comes back from Israel. We are the real people of the land. again, kind of wrapping forward with the book of remembrance. All right, because it says in Revelation that it's like the Jews.
2 and 9.
2 and 9.
I know them that the synagogue of Satan.
The synagogue of Satan. Yep.
2 and 9.
2 and 9. Barbara Shot, grab that real quick. Got it. Yeah. Bring
It's
it up.
Revelation 2 and verse 9. It says, I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
They are the synagogue of Satan, man. All right. We again, us, and ultimately, first and foremost, of the Spirit being pushed down to our elders apostles to put this work in, to give us this understanding of things, that we finally, again, coming back in that remembrance of things, coming back to be like, hey, okay, we are the people that was in captivity, all right? We are the people that was pushed out of the land, all right? The scriptures coincides with each other of us being pushed out of the land, pushed to Africa, and pushed to America, all right? And us not being in that land anymore. But you want to say something?
Because we identify with the curses. Everything that Moses told that would happen to us, and you go into the book of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, we identify clearly with those things. There's nobody else on the face of the planet Earth that identifies with that. Who are the ones that were brought over here on cargo slave ships? Who are the ones that were brought into Egypt again with ships, man?
Sold on auctioning blocks.
Sold on auctioning blocks.
Children of the slave trade.
Yeah.
And that's just one category of things. That's not even.
Right.
Who forgot who they was and then came back in the remembrance? We the only people that don't know who they are in America. Everybody know who they are and where they come from.
Go ahead, make your point again.
Oh, okay. The Spirit bearing witness who are the children of Israel, but I got one Isaiah chapter 60. I got one right quick. Isaiah 60 at verse 1 said, arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee. So we seeing right now that we come back in our remembrance, come back in our heritage, our nationality. So we know that we are the chosen people of the Bible. We know who the Lord names is, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, and also we know that that the Lord's getting ready to come to deliver us. Let's go into verse 2. It said, for behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people, but the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. So a lot of people right now knowing who these Hebrew Israelites are. You know what I'm saying? They seeing right now. We have to stand on the house of the byway. We constantly making ourselves a living sacrifice. You got something?
Yeah, I was just gonna add to your point, because like the elder always said, back in the times when they were coming in, when the apostles was coming in, it was getting fights every weekend, because people didn't know who they were. They didn't have any reputation. But see, now it's like people get off when we downtown, people get off the trolley, they say, oh, y'all the Israelites, huh? Y'all the Israelites. You see, but that's that, like you brought out, brother, that's the light is being shined on us. Our glory is coming, man.
What that Edomite said about 2-3 weeks ago, he said, oh, they got some of them in California.
In California.
Oh, yeah.
Some of them, yeah.
Yeah, so like that verse said, man, everybody know who the prophets are, man. Okay, even average people, and they may see the wrong names, but they understand that there is a true heavenly power, and the one that they ignorantly call Jesus Christ is not that person that you see, you feel me, on plaques and walls and things. That's like that.
Flaming fact,
But you got it, bro.
Good.
I got something for you if
I had
nobody don't
something
have
too. I had some.
Just
Go ahead, yeah. Y'all start over there.
So he just hit first. You go.
Okay.
But this is landing back on what you was talking about earlier about the Israelites being uprooted out their land, and the reason why is because we committed a lot of sin back then or whatnot. This is Deuteronomy 29 and verse 27. It says, and the anger of the Lord was kindled against this land to bring upon it all the curses that are written in this book. And the Lord rooted them out of their land in anger and in wrath and in great indignation, and cast them into another land as it is this day. So that's what you see. We went off. We committed sin, and that led to us being over here in America. Putting us on cargo slave ships and all the rest of that kind of stuff.
from the transgressions of Adam, again, it's been a complete just downfall, a decline, a down spiral of everything. Jake continued to do worse and worse and worse and worse. And that's why we're now here in Babylon the Great, where everything is the worst that has ever been. All right? So what needs to come behind that? If we're in the times of the worst that's ever been, we need the worst things to ever come to happen.
Right.
Jacob's trouble.
Right.
All right? That's the only way to recompense this kingdom, this queendom, you know, that we live in right now. It needs to be recompensed with fire and brimstone. The nuclear ICBM missiles that's bound to come to this thing, man. You want to say something?
Yeah, I was about to say, like what you said, if you have a very potent, strong stain, you're gonna need the strongest solution to clean it up.
To clean it up.
Yeah.
That's the best cleaning agent.
That's
Fire.
Fire.
Burn it up.
Fire carrier weapons.
Yes, brother.
Burn it up.
And another point to what he just said, that was another clue to who his people was.
Yep.
We checked that box too.
God. We check that box, man. Because we are the people that piss the Lord off, man. All right, and it's constantly, we can see that on the streets. You know, us being down here in the city in New Orleans, bro, we constantly see that yeah, you definitely pissed the Lord off. We know that you done did some fucked up shit.
You pissing me off. I know you pissed the Lord off.
All right, we got so many cluckheads, you know, crackheads and so on and so forth out here. You know, too many niggas that's just bucking up, you know, stiff-necked people, you know, that's just continue following the ways of what they was doing in their past lives. Again, and I brought this out, we above that number that we're doing the things that, you know, that we was born to do, that we've been doing throughout our past lives. And we're not of that again, that congregation of the dead. All right?
If I could say this, like, man, you know the Lord a bad boy when, man, everything is out of control. This world is out of control, but the Lord is the one that's in control, right? He has made us go off from, as a people, from Adam all the way to now, but he's still in control. Not one bit is going outside of his control or his power. We're dealing with a power like no other, you see? And that should strike fear into you brother's hearts, man. Man, the Lord will jack you up, man. You see?
God.
You know, that's just a little something that Jake should just think on, man, because that's not the God that, you know, the Christians you know, the Baptists believe in. No, we're talking about the actual God of the living, the God of the Bible.
But see, that's what it's ultimately going to take for Jake, all right, and even these other heathen nations to know who the supreme power on a planet Earth in the whole universe is, man. It's going to take judgment, all right? It's going to take mass deaths, all right, famine, bloodshed. This is what it's going to take for them to get to know who Yahweh is, man, all right? And especially when Yahushua cracked the clouds, you see, this is what it's going to take, all right? Because they're not going, brother, we could preach week in, week out for the next 30 years. No, action is going to be required in the end, man. It's time for the Lord to work, you see? And this is the times that we're coming into. You got it.
Yeah, the Lord is him.
Yeah,
It's him.
Demon time. Jake always talk about I'm on demon time. Well, you about to see the real demon time, man. You about to see Al-Shaja, man. You know, demon like power. Terrible demon like power.
It's funny because, you know, the prophets, we're not causing uproars, ruckus.
Nope.
And you got to watch a man that's telling you what he gonna do you, and he not acting out. The Lord is literally using his men and saying, I'm gonna do this to you. You gotta watch that man, because he about business, you see? So that, hey, the Lord not coming back to fool around, man.
What they say in the world, the quiet before the storm.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, watch for the quiet one.
That's right, man.
Calm before the storm.
Yeah,
you know, calm before the storm. Jake remember for some reason, Jake remember that day before Katrina.
Right.
Jake remember that. You probably don't remember the things that happened in Katrina that day, but you remember the day before, and it just seemed like everything was peaceful, everything was calm. It seemed like another beautiful day just to step outside and go play.
That's
you know,
it.
everybody playing on the block. You know, that was a good time. But then that next day, when they told you that storm was gonna come, it came and wreaked straight havoc. All right, and left nothing unturned, man. You know, fucked up a lot of things. But come on, how much more of our Lord, man? Our Lord that's talking about all these things that He gonna do. Because contrary to popular belief, He not coming back for peace. If brother can get that in that Matthew. He's not coming back for peace. He's coming back with a sword. He's coming back to get bloody and vicious. You know. Yeah, get that.
As Romans 9 verse 17. For the scripture say unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth.
Right.
Yeah, basically, the Lord, just like Pharaoh at that time, he built that pride against him. Well, he wanted to let Israel go in the time of Moses.
He hardened his heart.
He hardened his heart. Hey, how you show for his name? He brought the plagues.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? In Egypt.
All
So same
for
thing
his
he's
glory.
gonna have in America. He saw he to build that pride. No. He gonna fulfill his NWO. Hey, to the end, it'll all gonna come through, man.
All for his glory.
Everybody gonna magnify the Lord. Everybody gonna know the Lord is the power.
Kind.
You know what I'm saying?
You got something, Hezekiah? Go ahead.
Yeah, this is going into what you was talking about. Esau basically being the modern day Pharaoh, and how the Lord used him, and then in turn is going to flip the judgment on him. This is Romans 13 and verse 4. Go straight to the point. It says, "For he is the minister of God to thee for good, but if thou do that which is evil, be afraid, for he beareth not the sword in vain. For he is the minister of God, a revenger to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil." So we have Esau Edom as the sword of the Lord.
Yeah.
And even though the Lord sent Esau Edom out to do his work, the Lord is still the master player behind Esau doing the work. He's actually really wielding the sword.
Yeah, the Lord said he gonna use them to be a whipping stick for Israel. You know what I'm saying?
Basis of men.
Yeah.
But it's all for his glory, all of that. He holding his heart just to rain terror down so everybody can spread his name and have respect and fear for him.
Read it one more time, 13 and 4. Romans.
This is Romans 13 and verse 4. It says, "For he is the minister of God to thee for good. But if thou do that which is evil, be afraid."
Stop right there. Be afraid. For if you do what is evil, be afraid. You know, understand that you put a target over your head. All right. The Lord is 100% behind, again, his people that's trying to do his will, that's trying to do the goodness, that's trying to show him his love. You know, that's the people that he's going to protect in that day. You know, that's the people that he's going to put that tawah, that mark of exemption on their head. You know, the people that's out here trying to do good. All right. Not the person that's out here just trying to feed the homeless. No, donation here, donation to all these Edomite, you know, giving money to Africa, to them fucking babies and stuff. You know, none of that stuff matter at the end of the day, man. All right. We know that we know in the book of Ecclesiastes to tell you that the whole duty of man is to fear the Lord and keep the commandments. All right. So that's the people that's trying to do good out this thing. All right. But if you're doing anything contrary of this thing, consider yourself marked. Again, it says, "But if thou do that which is evil," you can keep reading.
It says, "But if thou do that which is evil, be afraid, for he beareth not the sword in vain. For he is the minister of God, a revenger to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil."
Come on, that recompense gonna get dropped on your head, man. All right, this is what the Lord is coming back to do. He's coming back to recompense you of everything that you've been doing. All right, so if you was found not being faithful, you know, of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you know, because this is considered us getting back in being with the marriage of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right, us coming back to that marriage. So if you have been found getting nitty gritty in that bachelor party, you know what I'm saying, you've been going off, we know that the Lord gonna come back and gonna sleep.
And ultimately, what that's going into is Esau being a
Being
whipping
that
stick.
sword, yeah.
That's what that's going into, you know, because that's why Yahushua said, "What render unto Caesar what is Caesar." You see, because Esau is the power in this world right now. Right? It's not time. Go ahead. I just wanted to make that point, brother. You know, back in that Romans 13 and 4. All right, that's going into Esau being a whooping stick. Right, you know, that sword of the Lord.
It's a Sirach 9 verse 13. "Keep thee far from the man that had power to kill.
That's right.
So shalt thou not doubt the fear of death, and if thou come unto him, make no fault, lest he take away thy life presently, remember that thou goest in the midst of snare, and thou walkest upon the battlements of the city. As the scripture say, he say, keep thy far man for who have power to kill. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's why the scripture say, agree with thy adversary. Yeah. Man. You know what I'm saying?
Do what you're supposed to do.
Because Esau, he eager to kill Jake, man. Right. Eagerly. You know what I'm saying? He find any excuse, man. Small or great. So that's why we got to move as wise, man. We use wisdom.
Back
Esau, man.
Okay, back at what the brother was saying, Proverbs 16 and 4, it says, the Lord has made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. So, you know, hey, that's plain and simple right there. So he got a purpose, you know, to do the Lord's will, you know, from the left-hand side. You know, so once he used that sword, the Lord, you know, say, hey, you know, he's a wrath fitted for destruction. We go to what, Romans chapter 9. So we already know that this got to happen. The evil is sown. But you know what I'm saying?
All right, just to put it, you know, in an understanding for those that might not be understanding, if this is supposed to be our captivity, all right, this is supposed to be our prison, would there not be a warden over the prison? What you think
Somebody
you
in
just
charge.
you know, what you think you just gonna run around the prison? No, you got to have the Lord put this devil over us, all right, to fuck Jake up, man. Jake can't just do what they want to do.
Now, man.
You see?
That's why when we leave here, we got to come back in a certain amount of time. We got 2 weeks to return back to our prison.
He put that gun in his hand, didn't he? Put it in his head. It's yours.
Con, this Psalm 17 and 13. It says, arise, O Lord Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword.
You got it, Bayan.
Yeah.
So like, no.
Con, I'll read it again. Psalm 17 and 13. Arise, O Lord Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword.
Done, the wicked, which is thy sword. Esau, Edom. You know, deliver us from out of that captivity. You know, because Esau, Edom is the one, you know, his face is on a dollar. You know, his name is after all of these countries. You know, we understand. We know who is the ruler of this world that we living in right now. All right? And we pray, you know, to get away from that. Deliver us away from this evil man, which is the sword, which is the brother just read.
Y'all gonna say because Esau, he building up that advanced technology, man. He could kill Jake, man. Which it said in Ezekiel where it said, Lord, by sharpen the sword. I'm roughly paraphrasing.
Sword is sharpened.
Sword.
I have one, brother. It reads here, arise ye and depart.
Call the scripture out.
Okay, this is Micah chapter 2, verse 10 through 12. I'm gonna just read 10 because y'all brothers already know. It says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it's polluted. Everything over here in this land is defiled, man. So we getting as a nation of people. I'm not talking about the immediate brothers here who's learned. I'm talking about the ones who's not learned, Israelites who's not learned. They're polluted. You know what I'm saying? And they don't even realize it. It shall destroy you, even with soil destruction.
Break it down.
Go ahead, you can break it down.
Arise and depart, man. Again, the brother said this is not our rest. You know, it's nothing out here that is beneficial in any way, you know, unless it's being with the brotherhood and doing the will of Yahweh Shem Shah. That's the only thing that's kind of not kind, is definitely working to your salvation of receiving your crown and getting out of this thing. All right, but this is not our rest. You want to say something?
Ultimately, you got to make the point too, because Jacob take that scripture and say, "Man, I'm going to fuck back to Jerusalem."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's not going into that. Right. That's talking about spiritually removing yourself. Right. Doing away with these different doctrines that these people are believing in. Right. Understanding and going back to what you brothers had went into so beautifully. All right. That remembrance. Okay. Returning back unto our power. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. You see. Coming back to the Lashuan Quadash, right? The truth, ultimately, right? Because Jacob take that precept and, you know, think they can just check out and doing the wrong shit, man.
You gotta depart spiritually.
That's right, huh? Because why would you? And I'm gonna go even further. Why would you leave the place where the salvation is supposed to happen? Right? Through the scriptures. Salvation, the salvation gonna happen here in America, man.
Trying to say this, so
No matter, let's say you was to leave her, Job 9:24 says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So you can't really escape what you think you're escaping.
That's a good point, man.
Great point.
Flee to the like Jacob said, going back into the land, going back to Israel. That's some things that they need to do. But come on, man, over in the European country, this is what how Shabbat is gonna,
make it make sense.
Make
Bro.
it make sense.
You go back to Israel. Oh, we from Israel. I'm gonna go back to Israel. You gonna get hit with a fucking nuke, man.
The Lord said
And
He
you
was gonna
still gotta
place
fight.
us over there.
Yeah.
We ain't said we were gonna place ourselves.
Bring that out. Yeah.
This is Isaiah chapter 52, verse 12. It said, "For ye shall not go out with haste, nor go by flight, for the Lord will go before you, and the God of Israel will be your reward."
Read the first part.
Reward.
I get that in the
I'm
blue
blue.
letter.
Got that.
Read it again, Bubba Shah.
It said, verse 12 again, it says, "For ye shall not go out with haste, nor go by flight."
Stop right there. Backing up beautifully what the brother, mentioned. What that Micah was, that Micah 2 and 13? 2 and 10. Slack it. Micah 2 and 10. That being the spiritually being spiritually to depart away from all the philosophies and all the doctrines, not being locked in any type of way. But right here in the Isaiah that the brother just read, is telling you to not physically, you can't physically escape this thing. All right, you can't physically take a flight to get out of this thing to save yourself. All right, and continue reading, Baba Gashar.
It says, "For the Lord will go before you, and the God of Israel will be your reward."
I got that word for you.
Get the word.
It's the word reward in the Strong's Concordance.
Strong's H622.
Asaph, all right, which means to gather, to receive, to collect, to gather an individual into the company of others. You see, it says to assemble, to be gathered. So you got it.
To be gathered, we're gonna be gathered again with Yahweh Shemel Shah first and foremost, but then we're also gonna be gathered again with the elect. Everybody's gonna come together. We're gonna be called up before that time of destruction. You know what I'm saying? Scarcely missing these missiles. Our brothers out, we're above that number. Scarcely getting out in this thing, man. But you
Right, he got it.
You got it, but now.
This is Jeremiah chapter 3,
Verse 18.
verse 18. In those days, the house of Judah shall walk with the house of Israel, and they shall come together out of the land of the north.
Hold
to
on.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You got it.
Read it again, Bobby Show.
Jeremiah 3 and 18. In those days, the house of Judah shall walk with the house of Israel,
Which is the southern and the northern tribe. Go ahead.
and they shall come together out of the land of the north
The land of the north, which is America, Babylon. Go ahead.
to the land
Babylon.
that I have given for an inheritance unto your fathers.
And to the land that he have given to us for the inheritance of our fathers. Back to the real motherland, not Africa. We're not. Yeah, we're not Africans. Okay. Jerusalem is the motherland. All right. This is where the Garden of Eden was. This is where everything started from the beginning of.
The hub of the earth.
Come.
See, if you want to put it in those terms, this is the actual hub of the whole entire earth, man. Not America, Jerusalem. All right?
I got it, brother.
You got it, brother. Bring it up.
Galatians 4 and 26 says, "But Jerusalem, which is above, is free, which is the mother of us all."
The mother of us all, man.
Not Mother Africa.
Yes.
Like these niggas want to say.
The motherland.
Motherland. No, the true motherland is Jerusalem, man.
But that just shows that, of our people just being completely confused out of this thing, that they've always longed to be a part of something, of us being out of that remembrance of things. Because we all used to say that. We used to always say we thought that Africa was the motherland thing. We thought that we need to get back to our people. you know, we need to get back to Nigeria. We need to get back to whatever. We didn't know really where we was from, but we thought since we was African Americans, we need to get back to Africa.
Because that's where they told us we came from, bro.
That's where they told us that we came from.
How you gonna be two white boys? Skip your African.
But that's how you gotta. That's why I get when the elders say like you gotta know the history to know the mystery.
Yeah.
Because in the Book of Remembrance, we understand that okay, Jerusalem is the mother of us all. We're not from Africa, bro.
God.
We ain't come from Africa.
God, but again, harping the point even more, you know, we've all longed to know that we was a part of something.
Mm-hmm.
We knew that we had to get back to something. We had to get back to our land. All right. But now through the scriptures, we finally understand that, okay, the point that we was looking at is not here. It's not Africa. It's Israel. And the holder of that to get us back in that land is Yahweh Shai. You know?
Because we now have eyes that we can see.
Because we can see. We can see these things. We can understand these things. All right? We can understand completely that those people that's in that land is the financial rulers of, you know, the entire earth. You know? Yeah, them J-double-O's, you know, we're not going to spell them out correctly, but them J-double-O's that's over there. The small hats, like the brother like to say.
Gutter rats.
Them gutter rats. You know what I'm saying? Come.
I got a precept. This is Jeremiah 16 and verse 13. It says, therefore will I cast you out of this land into a land that ye knew not, neither ye nor your fathers. And there ye shall serve other gods day and night, where I will not show you favor. Verse 14, therefore, behold, the days come.
Hold it right there. Read it again when they say that we cast in the land.
That
your fathers have not known.
It says, therefore, I will cast you out of this land into a land that ye knew not, neither ye nor your fathers.
God, you can stop right there. I believe that's was it 2 Kings that talks about the archery. Second Esdras. Also like the second Esdras, but
that's the account in
Second Kings when they moved. You know, they showed you the direction of everything, how the northern tribe got to Arsareth, which is the land never dwelt before, which is America. All right, but again, another land, kind of. But we was never. This is something that was just completely unfamiliar for us, man. All right. Through our entire captivity, we was on that eastern part of the world. We wasn't on here to the western world. This was a land that was just purely just riches, you know, which again, that that Edom came across this thing and stole, you know, steal, kill. What it says in Matthew, the thief comes to steal, kill, and destroy, you know?
Yeah, so it was going to mention the land of the north in verse 14. It says, therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that it shall be no more said, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt.
Yep. If I can say right there, that's not going to be spoken upon anymore. All right. Obviously, we're going to have that in our history docs. We're going to know these things. But
it's going to be the Passover.
Yeah,
the new Passover.
It's going to be the new Passover. This is going to be the new shebang.
The greatest deliverance ever.
The greatest deliverance ever. So the biggest underdog story that ever happened. All right. We know about how Moses got us out of Egypt. You know, we understand that. But this right here, this is going to be the biggest story ever. You know. But continue.
It says, but the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north and from all the other lands whither he had driven them. And I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers.
Even our brothers that's scattered around the world, man. It's out there in Australia. That's out there in the islands. Yeah, the islands. Whatever you can mention. We've got brothers in Tokyo, Korea. You know, all of these brothers going to be rounded up again. That's been doing that work. All right. But again, it's not going to be spoken of all those things at the aforetime with Moses. This is going to be the new story of how he got us out of this thing and how he then wrapped us all together. You know, you Israelite foreigners, you know, and wrapping us back together. The northern and southern tribe is coming back together again to our land. You know, back to Israel where we belong. All right. You got a little bit more?
No. Yeah, if I could make a point, because you had the deliverance of Moses, right? Yep. Moses led us out of through the Red Sea. All right, the great wonders that the Lord did to lead us through to the land of Israel this time. Well, on the second deliverance, all right, from the spiritual Egypt, it's gonna be led by who? Yahushua, man. All right, when Yahushua come back, crack those clouds. All right, when he get busy, all right, put it in a nutshell, beam us up, we be changed. All right, and then we go in the wilderness, you know, for the time of the kingdom of heaven being built up. Okay, hey man, that's gonna be way greater than what Moses did. You see, because what? It's Yahushua. It's the Son of the Most High. Go ahead, bro.
I was about to say on top of that, bro, you got to think about this. Also, the worst captivity we ever been in.
Exactly.
We coming from not even knowing our nationality, bro. So you know our deliverance have to be great.
Yep.
Yeah. Deliverance has to be great, man. All right. Again, with the remembrance of things, we're in the land of our captivity, and just coming back full, fledged to the best of our ability. Of course, we can't get everything correct out here. It's many things that we just can't do. We can't hold the law. And again, that's why we have the Lord here. That's why the Lord is that mediator in things. He came down and experienced all this BS, and now that's why again he's that middleman of rekindling that relationship with Yahweh. All right, but again, you had something you want to?
Yeah, I did. You want to bring something else out?
No, bring it up. I thought you wanted to say something.
No. This the book of Baruch, chapter 4, and verse 23, and it reads, "For I sent you out with mourning and weeping, but Yahweh will give you to me again with joy and gladness forever. Like as now the neighbors of Zion have seen your captivity, so shall they see shortly your salvation from our power, which shall come upon you with great glory and brightness of the everlasting." I brought that out because what this brother was going into, man. Hey, we are, and it's a collection of everything the brothers have been bringing out, man. We have been sent out, with mournings. Okay, we have lamented. We have waxed worse and worse. And now we're on that turnaround point. We did a 180, starting with the elect. You see what I'm saying? And now we are being given back unto Yahweh. Through Yahushua, man. But you better got it. They still got more on that.
Bring it up.
Verse 25, and it reads, "My children, suffer patiently the wrath that is come upon you from Yahweh." All right, going back to what? Those curses, man. All right, Deuteronomy 28:15 on down to 68, man. Endure that. Okay, it reads, "For thine enemy have persecuted thee, but surely thou shalt see his destruction and shalt tread upon his neck." All right, so we see what Esau Edom is doing out here. All right, also afflicting us, man. Brothers going through daily troubles. All right, being persecuted as the because that hasn't even come yet. You see the persecution. That's what this brother started out talking about. The persecution of the prophets. Right, that's got to come out as well, man. It reads, "My delicate ones have gone rough ways and were taken away as a flock, caught of the enemies. Be of good comfort, O my children, and cry unto Yahweh, for ye shall be remembered of him that brought these things upon you." And he has. He has remembered us because we have remembered him. We started praying and crying back unto the Lord, man. So in turn, what? He hear our cry. He hear the cry of the elect, man. Yep. You got it.
All right. You had something up enough?
It passed. Con.
You can bring it up.
Micah chapter 4 and verse 10, it said, "Be in pain and labor to bring forth, O daughter of Zion, like a woman in travail." That's talking about Israel. It said, "For now shalt thou go forth out of the city." That city is talking about 7 AD Jerusalem. It said, "Thou shalt dwell in the field." The field meaning the world, who was scattered in the four corners of the earth. It said, "And thou shalt go even to Babylon." Babylon the Great, talking about America, aka Babylon the Great. He said, "There shalt thou be delivered, and there the Lord shall redeem thee from the hand of thy enemy." That's where we at right now, So all the persecution, all the affliction that we went through, but the Lord said He's going to deliver us, and he's gonna put these curses on the other nation.
God, brother.
Get the that wisdom and sign up from the brother. Because ultimately, it's what I was just talking about earlier. It's the biggest underdog story ever, man. This is something that's just is not expected to majority of the world. All right, but we know these things. We know at the end of the day that the Lord is coming back for us. We know that the Lord is coming to save us. But it just doesn't. It might not seem right or look right in other people's eyes. But hey, man, the Lord did what He did. All right, and He's gonna do what He's gonna do. But bring that out for me. The Wisdom of Solomon 5.
This Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5 from the top. It says, "Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, and made no account of his labors." Verse 2, when they see it, they shall be troubled with fear, with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation.
They should be see that last part again, strange.
The strangeness of his salvation.
No, it's like they should be amazed at the strangeness of their salvation. All right, it's not going to seem so uncommon because what they'll see us. Some people probably see us in the world and man, I know this nigga. He used to do that. He used to do this and that and the third. He can't be doing anything right. You know, they'll think of us of can't get right. You know what I'm saying?
Wearing dresses on canal.
Wearing dresses on canal, man. This ain't nothing that's common. Like what is he doing to you know receive anything good? Everything that he's speaking of. You know, they think that we're preaching everything to nothing. That it means nothing. That these words that we're speaking means nothing. Holds no weight. All right, but that's not the case. Continue reading, Baba Gashan.
Let's see. Let me start at verse 2 again.
Yeah,
it said, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for.
Because they definitely didn't see this. They definitely didn't see so-called young Black Latinos and Native Americans out this thing pushing the word. You know, this was something that wasn't expected at all. If somebody was to written this up in the script, they wouldn't believe it. You know, and they still don't believe it. That's why a lot of people walk past us day in and day out. They think that like the elder Ariala beautifully brought out a lesson. They don't believe that a younger man could teach somebody older about something in the scriptures. You know, they don't understand that the age of somebody that's been in the spirit longer than somebody that hasn't been in the spirit. You know, they don't understand that the Lord put that wisdom and knowledge on a boy that's probably about 16 years old. And he could teach something more than somebody that's 40, 50, 60. 12. You know, 12 years old.
Read that last part you just read.
It said, so far beyond all that they look for.
Go one up and then come down to that.
It said in verse 2, it said the strangeness of his salvation so far beyond all that they look for.
And ultimately, that's talking about the chariots, man. Right? Because who would have thought that, you know, like this brother went into, right? So-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, right? Friends and family. Like we all have families, brother. And you know, these people, they don't look at us as, you know, what the scriptures are telling us that we are. All right, Lord willing, we are those people in the scriptures. All right, and also when the chariots come, man, hey, they don't think we about to, you know, get picked up in the chariots, man. You see, so that's why it says so far beyond what they believe, man. You know, yeah, keep going, man.
Verse 3, and they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision and a proverb of reproach.
Yeah, you can start right there. And brother can get the word derision. Baba Gashan. Again, just laying back on
I got it.
Bring it out, Baba Gashan.
It's the word derision in the online etymology. It says to ridicule, to mock, subject to ridicule or mockery. That's it.
Mockery, you know. We are mocked, you know. What it tells you that we are fools of. That's what you got that?
Yeah, I'm getting it.
Come on,
It's gonna say that in that too.
come.
Never finish that out. Yeah.
This verse 4. We fools accounted his life madness, and his end to be without honor.
Keep going. My fault.
No,
break that down.
Yeah. One more time, read that last part again.
Verse 4. It said, we fools accounted his life madness, and the end to be without honor.
Come on, man. These people seeing us on this block, man. They don't believe in us. They don't believe nothing that's coming out of our words, man. You know, they're gonna go ahead and grab some catfish after this, some crawfish. You know.
I'm gonna say like DJ Khaled said, they don't believe in us.
Yeah.
God did.
God, yes, brother. Yes, brother. God did, you know. But again, we look like clowns right now, bro. Well, and apparent to everybody else. To us, we don't look like clowns. We look like Yasharala. We look like princes of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because we out here doing this thing, man. All right. So us out here doing this thing, that's that motivation to keep on pushing and knowing that the brother said you brought out with the cluster of the grape, you know, with that small sanctuary of the Lord that's out here doing this thing. All right. But
I can make a point right there.
Come on, go ahead.
You can read that part where it said about the madness again, bro.
This verse 4, it said, we fools accounted his life madness.
Yeah, because people like to say, bro, family members, all like, oh, that nigga crazy. He talking about the Lord coming back and destroying spaceships, the UFOs as chariots, and people think we crazy, brother.
Spiritual powers.
Another thing too, just because that we don't have like the fanciest cars, you know what I'm saying? We don't have the fine material things. They said, how could we? How could the Lord deal with us?
Yep. But I had this.
No, you could get it right after, but just it's we talked about that on the phone too, brother. The fact that it sounds like something crazy. Like if I was to tell you, hey, brother, this bitch about to be destroyed by nuclear fire, and then after that, we're gonna have spiritual powers. And even in the midst of it, some of us may have spiritual powers in JT. What is spiritual powers? Oh, it's something that you might see in the Marvel movies, you know, something like that, the superheroes that they made after the people of the Lord, you know, those spiritual men that they see, but that sounds like complete nonsense. We were just talking about that on the phone, bro. Yes, brother. It sounds like a fairy tale. It's like, how could they believe this? Okay, the Lord, not only is he not a peaceful man, he's coming back to destroy the earth, but his people that believe in him, they're going to get these Superman-like powers. They're going to get these Flash-like and Marvel characters. Like, it sounds like madness. But we truly believe this because this is what the Lord put in the scriptures. All right? That we was going to be those threshing. We was going to be those sharp threshing instruments.
I'm on that.
Come on. Hit that, then we hit that. Hop on that.
I was about to say too, bro, but that's why faith's so significant.
Yes.
Because, like, bro, if you put your mind in the space of the average Joe Schmo, you would think hearing those things is beyond crazy, bro.
Right.
But faith allows us to believe that.
Yeah, we're not persuaded.
But this that the back. You got more to finish in that, huh?
Yeah, he got you.
Yeah, you could. Where you stop at?
Where it counted his life as madness.
Madness, yeah, you can keep going.
It's highlighted for you.
I'm gonna start back at 4. It said, we fools.
Fathers. Go ahead.
We fools accounted his life madness, and his end to be without honor. Verse 5. How is he numbered among the children of God?
That's it right there.
And his lot.
Yeah, how are we numbered, you know?
How he a part of this?
How he chose?
How he get beamed up?
Come on, man. I was just with this nigga 10 years ago doing this and that and the third. Yeah. Nah, I changed my life up. Yeah. I changed my life up. I started chasing after the bit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That's why I'm called up. I brought this up, you know, that we continue in this thing. You know, I chose to depart, to arise and depart, as the brother brought up in the Micah 2:10. You know,
It was
spiritually.
It was ordained from the beginning.
It was ordained from the beginning. That's why.
Yeah, but you know how Jake, they always want a piece of something.
Yeah.
When they haven't labored for it though.
Right.
They want that, but they gonna be the main ones that's gonna be left here that done side with the NWO and took the Karagma. They gonna be the main ones when they see the missiles coming down and see us going up. Abaratazah. They gonna be the ones that they say repenting and groanish and anguishing. How the fuck you get beamed up and then they gonna get hit with a nuke? You see?
You want to know why?
What?
You wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
Yeah.
You wasn't with me shooting in the gym. In the meantime of all this going on, man, we've been out here spiritually putting that work in. All right? That's why you would think it's strange, but it's not strange to us. You know, we've been doing everything that the Lord appointed to us to do, and we've been trying to perform it at a high intensity level. All right, understand that this is the race that we're in, and we're trying to win this race. We're trying to receive that crown. All right, but you, on the other hand, you've been on the sideline the whole time. You've been watching this whole thing on the sideline, and you don't understand why we won the race.
Jake sitting in the stands. They ain't even on the sideline.
You don't understand it. Come on, how you don't understand it? You sit here watching us running our marks, pacing ourselves. All right, tripling, falling, stumbling. All right, but still getting back and running. All right, we see y'all see all these things going on, but somehow y'all still amazed. Like, it doesn't make sense. But again, the Lord is just appointing that glory to go to us as well. You know what it says in that second address of us receiving that crown that stood so stiffly for the Lord. All right, so you seeing these things that you would think is strange. Again, it's not so strange to us. But continue, Brother Yeshua.
How is he numbered among the children of God, and his lot is among the saints? Therefore have we erred from the way of truth, and the light of righteousness had not shined unto us, and the Son of righteousness rose not upon us.
Yeah, that's it.
That's ultimately going back to what the brother brought out in the book of Romans, right? In 11, right? I think the brother Sadak had brought that up, man. Right? Hey, that light is talking about this word, man, it's truth. Okay? This was given unto the elect, man. Right? That's that light that's shown on it, especially in this dark place, man. The valley of the shadow of death, man.
Brother, please let me bring this out. To back you up, bro. This 2 Corinthians 4:3, it says, but if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost. And when you go into that word hid, it means destroyed, given over to ruin. Verse 4 says, in whom the Most High of this world had blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Hamashiach, who is the image of the Most High, should shine unto them.
And that's ultimately what this brother was going into. You know what I'm saying? He said, and they'll sit there and say, what? Why is he getting beamed up? Why is this? Why is that? Hey, because the Lord says so, man. Right? He didn't want to give you this. Right? What it tell you in Romans, should there be unrighteousness with the Lord?
Yahweh forbid.
Yeah, Yahweh forbid.
I meant to say that definition for the word lost, not hidden, lost.
Con. You know, but ultimately, man, and that's why it's important that brothers don't get proud, man. Don't be getting proud because you might have crossed over or had this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And you got to remember that this was given unto you. You didn't do anything to receive this, man. It has to be given, man.
The greater thou art, the more humble thyself.
That's right, man. You know, and we do the works, but the Lord is putting the spirit on us to do the works, man. It's not Jake can just wake up one day and say, I'm going to find the Lord. No, the Lord led you to him.
The Lord found you, man.
Yeah. You see? You got to preach.
It's John. That's it. It's John 15, verse 16. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you, and ordained you that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit shall remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it to you. That's red letters, man. That's Yahushua speaking. Hey, we ain't choose Yahushua. Yahushua choose us. We ain't just come on the hey. What you gonna be 10 years from now? We're gonna be a prophet. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't above our mind. It wasn't our plan. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, hey, Lord withdraw for our purpose. He brought us to his mission. That's right. He free for his word. That's what it's about, man.
You got the precept.
I got one, okay. First John chapter 3 and verse 2 said, Beloved, said, now are we the sons of God, and it doeth not yet appear what we shall be. But we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him, for we shall see him as he is. So right now, you know, we might be downtrodden. You know, they cause all kind of bywords, nigga, speaks, coon, whatever. You know, the last one, you know what I'm saying, high, you know what I'm saying, first one, fire, all sorts of adversities, all sorts of oppression, but it's getting ready to come to an end. You know, so right now, so our light is shining, you know, like Isaiah chapter 60, you know, so we see right now, the Lord is bringing us back to our heritage, our way of life, you know, so Yasserel, Prince of the Power. You got it.
You could say again what you was talking about boasting.
This truth is a gift, but I want to say something about that scripture. Right, it's talking about when we get the new bodies, right? We're gonna be liking unto Yahushua, because he not. The scriptures already tell you he's not gonna meet this devil as a man. You see, so when Jake get beamed up, we gonna have them bodies, man, them celestial bodies, all right? But when we go into that, make sure you explain that, man.
Yeah.
Then that glory, they gonna the world gonna see that glory then.
I try to keep short and simple, you know.
Oh yeah.
Just not getting no one I want to do too.
Yeah, you good, brother.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure.
Yeah. Immortality. I got you.
I just wanted to say that one more time because that's gonna walk into another precept.
It's just pretty much don't get cocky, man. This thing wasn't you didn't work to obtain this. I sort of say the Lord gave you the spirit to work and build up your spiritual treasures and things like that. You know.
So I get that.
You got it.
But no.
This book of Jeremiah, chapter 9, verse 23. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom, neither let the mighty man glory in his might. Let not the rich man glory in his riches. Verse 24. But let him that glory in this, that he understandeth and knoweth me, and that I am the Lord Yahweh, which exercises loving kindness, judgment, and righteousness in the earth. For in these things I delight, saith the Lord.
That's what we should boast in, not being too prideful in all these things. All right, not being too prideful of the things that you would see in the world of the, like you said earlier, with the riches and so on and so forth. Understanding that we know Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right, that's what we boast in, that we are of that lineage of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and that we can receive that gift. By us having this wisdom and knowledge and understanding, that's just something that we should boast in. All right, that we have that higher power. That higher power is given to us. Not of our own doings, but something, again, as the brother mentioned, something that was gifted to us to hold on. But
I got some. You got something? This just to back up the point you made. This is Proverbs chapter 16, verse 18. It says, "Pride goeth for destruction." And the haughty spirit before a fall. You want to say something about it? Okay. It says, better it is to be of an humble spirit with the lowly, than to divide the spoil with the proud.
Say that last part again.
It says, I'll read it from the top. It says, pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. Better it is to be of a humble spirit with the lowly, than to divide the spoil with the proud.
God. Better to be in the humble spirit of the lowly than be with the proud. Because we understand, if I'm not mistaken, that's in the book of the Rock, where it tell you that prideful is hateful.
Pride is hateful, yeah.
Pride is hateful among the Lord. Yeah,
for the Most High, man.
Yeah, kind.
Because if I could add to you, Salak, real quick, because you start to get powerful, that's on the brink of destroying yourself, man. You get to step into a haughty spirit. You think you boasting. Nah, like the brother alluded to, it's a gift. This thing we've been given to, it's not of ourselves. It's of the Most High. Y'all got to do.
I want to make a point too, because in that being powerful, you start to worship your own self. You start to not worship the Lord. You start to credit your own self for everything you have. But I had something to go into what y'all going.
Yeah, I was gonna say too that basically it's like a G. Like say somebody try say you did something, and then somebody else try to take the credit of it. They'll get angry.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's your work. So he's saying that with the Lord, hey, the Lord gotta take credit of everything that's going on earth, man, and heavens. You know what I'm saying? So anybody that trying to take credit of that, hey, the Lord gotta do something about it.
That's what pride do.
And I'm gonna say this too. Hey, this wisdom don't belong to nobody. This belongs to the Lord.
You know,
You know?
The Lord needs to receive His glory. You know, that's ultimate. That's the misunderstanding that people have in this world. I'm gonna let you get to your point, but the misunderstanding that people have in this world that everybody's want to glorify themselves. Everybody want to be that top dog. You know, they want to be that top dog. They want to be that chief. You know, but we know that it's only one. You know, it's Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, Heavenly Father and the Son. It's a reason why in the book of Corinthians that it gives you the ranking of things. Of a better word, I'm trying to think. The hierarchy. It's a hierarchy of things. All right. So we need to give praises to the things above us.
Yep.
All right, and we completely understand that. But again, people in this world, everybody they want to be, you know, all these other camps, not all these other camps, but some of these dudes in other camps, they want to act as Yahweh Shai. You know, they want that role. Why they just constantly just go off with certain things to just glorify themselves. Now we give all glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Come on. But
I just had this. This is Sirach 3:17. It says, "My son, go on with thy business and meekness. So shalt thou be beloved of him that is approved. The greater thou art, the more humble thyself, and thou shalt find favor before the Lord." It says, many are in verse 19, many are in high place and of renown, but mysteries are revealed unto the meek. For the power of the Lord is great, and he is honored of the lowly, not the proud.
Read that last part again. You said give it to the meek.
This is Sirach 3:19. It says, many are in high place and of renown, but mysteries are revealed unto the meek.
But again, the mysteries, you know, that everything that the Lord appointed, you know, before time and even in future tense, you know, that's given into the meek. You know, those men that has humbled themselves down as servants. All right, we're servants. We're servants of Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. We are servants to each other. All right, we understand that role that we need to, you know, lower ourselves to not be in that prideful state to think that, oh man, that's another man. I'm not about to cook that man no food. You know, I'm not about to do this. What Yahweh Shai was speaking of, what he's talking about, I'm not worthy of washing your feet.
We're talking about when Apostle Peter.
When Yahweh
he was trying
to wash his feet. Yeah, like why can't I serve you? You know, you're serving me. Why can't I serve you? This is the part of being of the body. You know, having that meekness. You know, we're talking about our Lord. Our Lord was willing to wash Peter's feet. All right, how much us? All right, we're talking about our king that's coming back to rule. All right, you don't see that in movies. You know, that king in all the movies that you see with the Edomites, they always have that lofty spirit of like, nah, you can't touch me, you can't do this. Nah, the Lord sees us as brothers. You know, he sees us that we just need to take care of each other. You know, what it tells you in that in the book of Matthew. It talks about the second greatest commandment. Second greatest commandment of Khan. If you go hold that, if you know where it's at. I know it's Matthew. Yeah, Khan, get that and then you get that.
This is Matthew chapter 5, verse 5. Red letters, Yahweh Shai speaking. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth.
Keep reading.
Verse 6. Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled.
Should be some more.
Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God.
Read down to
10. Verse 9. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. Verse 10. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for there is the kingdom of heaven.
So it started off with the meekness, all right? So that's letting you know that meekness and that humbling spirit, you know, that has to come first and foremost. You know, you can't get high-minded out of this thing, all right? But also just I'm gonna let you get your point, but just having that spirit of, you know, serving, you know, that's something that's definitely important in this thing, serving, and just having that spirit of you know, doing the will, you know, being that humble servant of Yahweh Shemel Shah. You know, you continue in these things. What it says at the read that last one again. 10.
Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven.
Again, wrapping it up with the beginning of the video, you're obviously going to be persecuted behind the works of us doing of Yahweh Shemel Shah. But ultimately, all those things that the brother read in the list, you know, it's a kingdom that's behind it. You know, that humble spirit, and you know that willingness, that stiffness, standing for the Lord. It's a kingdom that's behind this thing. You know, but you got your point. Pass.
I got the precept.
Come on, you got it.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 10 and verse 12. And it reads, the beginning of pride is when one departed away. You all read this?
No.
What about to say? This back Sirach 10 and 12. And it reads, the beginning of pride is when one departed from Yahweh and his heart is turned away from his maker. For pride is the beginning of sin. And he that hath it shall pour out abomination, and therefore the Lord brought upon them strange calamities and overthrew them utterly. And that's the 8. So, you know, these brothers been going into, you know, different particular precepts that's going into pride, man, having pride. And this is what, you know, pride is according to the Bible, man. Pride is sin, man. You're gonna start to sin when you have pride, man. You know, you're gonna start to have sin. You're gonna start to have sin once you start to get proud. So, you know, be humble, man. Go ahead.
Bring it up, man. The Proverbs.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 18, verse 12. Before destruction, the heart of man is haughty, and before honor is humility.
Before honor is humility. All right. Brother, just get the word humility, Bob Bishop, real quick, just to edify. But read it again, Bob Bishop.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 18, verse 12. Before destruction, the heart of man is haughty, and before
stop right there. The pride of man is haughty. You know, that's that prideful man that's high-minded. You know, you see many people of the world that's like this, that think that it can't be touched. You know, that they just have no humble bone in their body. You know, men that sit there and want to be served and don't want to serve nobody else. You know, that's the type of man that ultimately is going to end with destruction. You know, if you can't serve your brother, like, come on, man, what you doing? You know, continue.
And before honor is humility.
Come on, before honor is humility. All right, that's how you receive that honor. You know, be humble, have that humble, that lowly spirit of having the willingness to serve. All right, that is very, very, very important. You know, let's get that word humility, Barbara Shaw.
Yeah. H6038.
Strong's H 6038. Anava.
It says humility. It says humility, meekness. It's pretty much it.
I got the word humble, because that word humility goes into the word humble. This is the word humble. It says of persons. It says submissive, respectful, lowly in manner, or modest, not self-asserting, obedient, lowly in kind, state, condition, or amount. But that's literally it literally means like on the ground or like low to the earth as well. You know, so you being humble, all right, as Yahweh Shai was, you know, you're ultimately being having respect for one another, all right, which ultimately goes into charity at the end of the day. You know, we can lead humility with charity, all right, and being fervent. You got it, bro.
I would say Yahushua, he's that main example.
Yeah.
That's brought about that account, man, because Yahushua knew he was about to be the king. You know what I'm saying? He knew that everything was going to happen. So he could have been like,
was the king.
He was the king, yeah. Yahushua could have been like, man, I'm the king of the earth, man. I'm about to be king, man.
No, but touch your feet.
But Yahushua, he made no representation, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No recognition, man. Even after he was doing miracles and things like that, the Lord went to the wilderness by himself. He didn't want that fame, man. You know?
But again, he led as an example. Yeah, you know, he led as an example of what to be. You know, so if we got the biggest example that we could ever see of somebody that was humble, you know, that somebody that had all the power in the world to destroy this whole thing. You know, one call, this thing would have been over with. But the Lord took the humble route out of this thing, you know, to be the example for us in this time, to know that, all right, it's things that we're going to go through. It's things that you know, that you have to lower yourself to, you know, what it says, take the lower route. Yeah, take the low route sometimes, you know, because it's glory at the end of this thing, you know, for us taking that route. All right. What it tells you in Romans, the avenge not yourselves. Brother, could get that. Romans is 9.
I got your precept. Why y'all got that?
Yeah, bring that up.
This 1 Peter chapter 5. 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 5, it says, likewise, ye younger, submit yourselves unto the elder. Yea, all of you be subject one to another, and be clothed with humility. For the Most High resisteth the proud, and giveth grace to the humble. Humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of Yahweh, that he may exalt you in due time.
Read that first part again. He resisted the proud.
Yep, it says, for the Most High resisteth the proud, and giveth grace to the humble.
He wants no dealing, man. Lord don't want no dealing with no prideful nigga. You know, he doesn't want nothing to do with that, and neither do we. We don't want nobody that's what's your boy from the Temptations?
David Ruffin.
David Ruffin. Ain't no David Ruffins in this thing.
Ain't no ass, no team.
Yeah, we all the band. We all the band of Yahweh Shai, man. Yeah, that used to be my movie. But yeah, there ain't no David Ruffins in this thing, man. You know?
David Ruffin, the Temptation.
Come on, brother.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. You ain't working like me.
Come on, man.
Hey,
Yeah,
I got you ended up on that crack.
Kyle, if I could just say real quick, we understand that the Lord, he's the lead singer of this thing. All right? We're the backup of him. We doing everything in the back and making everything more glorious for the Lord. You know, we bringing him in. You know, before the song come out, we'll probably be doing everything just to set up the Lord to come out, which we're doing right now. You know, we out here preaching the downfall of this thing. We out here giving that announcement that that boxing entrance, you know, that wrestling entrance, when that superstar start to come out to prepare for battle. You know, this is going on right now with the Lord. All right. And again, you can't be nobody prideful in that instance of their selves to do that. Nah, you lower yourself and you speak of this man highly for his return.
That's right.
All right.
I had
Can I bring that out that we can hit that? Yeah.
This is Romans chapter 12, verse 19. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath. For it is written, vengeance is mine.
Vengeance is mine. That's for the Lord. Vengeance is for the Lord. All right. Recompense not yourself. What you said again? 19. Rather, dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath. All right. We're not in the business of avenging ourselves in this thing. You know.
Let's go up to 17.
17.
This verse 17. Recompense to no man evil for evil. Provide things honor in the sight. Provide things honest in the sight of all men.
God, yeah, we're not in the business of revenge right now, right? We're in the business of, again, lowering ourselves, taking that low road, that road that might hurt a lot, because Jake don't like to get messed over. Jake down here don't like to feel played. We don't like those things at all, but we need to understand that it's more behind it. All right, we take this lowly. We take our stripes with this to receive something more glorious at the end. All right, so we're not got the get back. You know, we're not trying to get no get back out of this thing, man. But continue.
Verse
What's likely until the end, until the Lord permit us to get that get back. You know, once the fishes become hunters. You got that? But you, no, continue reading.
Verse 18. If it be possible, as much as lieth in you, live peaceable with all men. Peaceably with all men.
Live peaceably with all men. And if that's, come on, man. I could speak for myself, and I probably could speak for everybody else around here. Probably you behind the camera, man. That is not something that's easy. All right? Jake living in the flesh right now, and there's so many things that you wish you could just bust somebody over the head with something. You know, you wish you like I said, we sit out here, we meditate terror on things, man. We meditate terrors on the things. So it's not as easy, you know, as it would seem. But again, that's why we need the Lord to come back first and foremost. So we don't have these temptations no more, you know. But again, us knowing that getting that get back, you know, and not living peaceably, that's a chance for us to fumble our crown, which we're not trying to do. All right, so for us to not fumble our crown, we have to give that authority to read 19.
Verse 19, dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath. For it is written, vengeance is mine. I will repay, said the Lord.
I will repay, says the Lord. You know, like I like to say, the Lord got to get his lick first. You know, our big brother, our Lord, he was embarrassed, crucified. Come on, man. He got to get his lick first. Go ahead.
Precept real quick. Just backing up what you was just saying just now. This is Zephaniah 3 and verse 8. Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger, and for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy.
Yes, and it's just a bundle up, just a kindling of anger, you know, fierce anger that's just been building up, you right? And that's what you got to understand. The Lord is just sitting on the right hand of Yahweh, pissed off. All right, can't wait for that word to come down and get busy. All right, and it's only right that he gets his lick back first. All right, so if we allow the Lord, you know, us to humble ourselves down again and allow him to get his lick first, we're going to come right behind him with all of it, as he you know, let us know. You know, he told us these things in the scriptures that we should be like unto him. You know, but you got something?
I got something.
Go ahead.
This is Zephaniah 3 and 8.
He just read that.
Yeah, I read that.
Oh, that's what that was?
Yeah.
Oh, kind. So like,
But
This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 4, verse 26. Be angry and sin not. Let not the sun go down upon your wrath.
you got it, bro.
Basically, just being angry, like you don't have to go on force yourself to get out your emotions. Obviously, we're in the flesh, but through the spirit, you can go and send up prayers, and the Lord, he'll take that vengeance out for you. In that sense,
remain to continue in that wisdom and knowledge. You know, that wisdom and knowledge and understanding. You know, because what it says in Isaiah, that's the stability of our times. All right, so we're not trying to crash out behind anything. All right, we're not trying to have that. You want to say something? Kind of not that you know that sun and that moon. You know, you don't want that sun to go down. You don't want that wisdom and knowledge to escape from you in the times of trouble, in the times of anger. You know what I'm saying? That's something that again, it's the stability. We need the wisdom and knowledge and understanding that to continue to keep us patient in this thing and to suffer patiently, through the things that we know.
Yeah, basically the Lord is holding you back spiritually. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, calm down.
Yeah.
Hey, calm down. It's coming. We'll get him.
It's coming.
Yeah, don't worry about it. We'll get him.
Yes, brother. But you want to say something, Marcus?
Yeah, it's Ecclesiastes 7 and 9. It says, "Be not hasty in thy spirit to be angry, for anger rested in the bosom of fools." You see, so when you just, anger make you do something that you ain't supposed to do, man. You'll crash out, because of your anger. But that resisted in the bosom of the fools, as the brother alluded to, we deal with the wisdom and the knowledge of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai, the scriptures, man. All right, we get all our answers throughout the scriptures. We know all the decisions and everything that we need to make through the scriptures. Yeah, we be pissed off. All right, they tell you in the same chapter that oppression maketh a wise man mad. Yeah, you see, but we ain't just walking around with that on our shoulder, man. We ain't just walking around with just being pissed off all day or just showing your expression, because somebody will try you, man.
That's Satan.
Yeah, exactly.
Seeking.
That Peter's
First Peter 5 and 8.
5 and 8. Yeah.
I had something to do.
Grab that Peter. But you go ahead. You got it.
Yeah, this is Matthew 10 and 16. It says, "Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves." You want to speak on it?
Yeah, read it again, Barbara.
Verse 16, Matthew 10 and 16. "Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves."
Stop right there. In the sheep of wolves, all right. So we know that
midst of wolves.
In the midst of wolves, sheep's in a dangerous, surroundings. Yep. All right. We understand that sheep's are they're prey. All right. Sheep's are they're what would you call herbivores? Eat nothing but the green of the land, but they don't have that defense to fight back against a wolf. All right. So it'll be labeled as a defenseless animal.
Yep. The easy prey.
Easy prey. It's nothing for a wolf to get in a farm and destroy some sheep. But continue.
It says, "Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves."
Come on, wise as serpents. All right, wise as serpents, being cognitive of all the things that's going on around us. To understand again, what are you risking? You got to be smart about this thing. The thing that you're risking is your crime. By crashing out, you lose your crime. All right, you go sit down and they put you in Angola somewhere. Hey, you can't serve the Lord from Angola. You can't be on the highways and hedges putting out that word in Angola. All right, so why would you want to put yourself in that position just because you just had a simple crash out? So you need to be wise in these things. All right, and be harmless as doves. All right, we're not out here just trying to, we're not in a position right now to get that physical get back. All right. So again, what brought out in that Romans, that we have to let the Lord go ahead and handle them. All right. Give all these things. That's something that's above our pay grade right now. Even though it hurts to do. It's not something that's easy. We got some hot-tempered brothers. We got brothers that's really don't like to be played with. But it's something that the Lord requires of you for you to work on. To go ahead and hand that over to me, and then when the time is right, when that time comes, then I'm gonna let you get that off. I was
about to say that's also part of that being lowly.
Oh, it's like what you say?
I was saying that's also a part of just being lowly.
Yeah, being lowly. Huh. You want to say something?
I was gonna say too. That's the best time to take business on somebody. Now, of course, it's easy. Like you just go to a person and they kill them on spot. But yeah, it's better. Like they had the plan work better when you move smoothly. To where basically, if you come that person's friend, the person that did you wrong, and they say you come that person's friend, then at the right time, you got him. That's it, man.
You gotta watch him.
Get the fishes You got some? No.
Jeremiah 16 and 16, and it reads, "Behold, I will send for many fishers, said the Lord, and they shall fish them," which are we doing right now, right? We're fishing for men, right? And it reads, "And after I will send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill, and out of the holes of the rocks."
the mountains and hills, going into the governments, you know, the governments and the
Lower government.
yeah, the lower governments, you know, the mayors and so on and so forth, you know. But at the end of the day, the Lord is going to allow us to get back, you know. As the brother mentioned, we're fishing right now, you know. The word is still out. We're still out here putting this work in. We out here fishing, all right. If we out here putting this work in, that means that the elected hasn't been sealed yet. So we still fishing for those last members. You know what I'm saying? So that's why that opportunity, the door of repentance is still open right now. All right, that grace period is still open because we're still fishing. All right, but once those doors close and allow the Lord allow us to hunt, hey, that's gonna be a scary season, you know.
Yeah, because it mentioned out of the what it said, the holes, and what else? What else is there, bro?
The
It says, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks.
And out of the holes of the rocks. Yep. So you're talking about the elites, all right? These people that may survive the nuclear destruction, all right? Space stations, whatever you know, that's hiding in the caves of these rocks, these underground bunkers. Yep. All right. Hey man, we gonna be the one breaking the chains, kicking doors down and shit, man. You know? The brother alluded to been kind of mentioning it, spiritual powers, man. You know? Hey, when we come down off them chariots, all right, after the time of fishing is done with, okay, it's gonna be what they say, belt the ass, man. You know? Yeah, it's gonna be belt the ass, brother. And just like Yahweh Shah said, man, if those who don't want me to reign before them, bring them hither and slay them before me, man. You know? Because Yahweh Shah gonna be getting busy too. All right, after he make his grand entrance, all right, in the with Yahweh Shaphat, all right, after the destruction, man, Yahweh Shah still gonna be getting busy, man. You know?
That's come from with dyed garments from Basel.
Yes, dyed garments, brother.
Dyed garments. The Lord gonna have so much blood on him, look like he done stepped in a pool of dye, man. Yeah. Like, come on, man. We talking bloody. Get that, Baba Gishah? Is there 43?
Yeah.
15.
This the
Wait,
book
no, hold up. Yeah, no, you can get it. Oh, I thought I saw something else.
Isaiah 41:15. Behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument having teeth. Thou shalt thresh the mountains and beat them small, and shalt make the hills as chaff.
Which we just established that the mountains and the hills going into the governments and the different levels of the government from the highest to the lowest. All right. But the Lord tells us that he's going to make us those threshing instruments. All right. We're going to have those spiritual powers that's going to be able to just completely, utterly destroy this whole thing. All right. But it's a path to get to that. You know, we don't sit here and we just the rowdy Piper. You know what I'm saying? We're not that person that's going to receive that. You know. But once you go in that lowly spirit and receive the stripes that we've been receiving right now, being in captivity, you know, humbly, and doing the will of Yahweh Shemal Shah first and foremost, you know, then those things are going to be received afterwards, you know, to destroy and to rule, you know, it's like to destroy first, and then for us to have that ruling afterwards, you know. I think that was it on that.
Gotcha.
Go ahead.
You had I had precept backing up the spiritual power, going into it or whatever. This is Micah 4:13. It says, "Arise and thresh, O daughter of Zion, for I will make thine horn iron, and I will make thy hoofs brass, and thou shalt beat in pieces many people, and I will consecrate their gain unto the Lord, and their substance unto the Lord of the whole earth." So just like what you were saying, the Lord, when he returns, he's going to give us those spiritual powers, those different bodies, you know, and we're going to be like one unto the Lord. You know, the manipulation of elements, being able to control everything, you know, and we're going to put the heathen and other nations into complete subjection.
They have no other choice, you know. It's not going to be a choice. It's not going to be a get down or lay down. You know, it's going to be completely, hey, just lay down. You know, that's what we're going to rule in this thing, man. You get under us, and that's it. It's not going to be nothing more, nothing less. You know, that full subjection, that complete ruling. All right, that's something that's heading towards, you know, the people that's striving and doing the works of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and on the first end of things. All right, ultimately we know at the end that Israel as a whole is going to be at the top, but again, it's going to be levels to these things. All right. You say you got something?
It's what you said? What was that last thing you just said?
Levels to this thing?
No, before that.
We're gonna put them in complete subjection.
Put them in complete subjection. Yup. This is it's funny that the scripture mentioned us being as David, because when David was ruling, everybody was in fucking complete subjection, man. Which is why the Lord is raising up the tabernacle of David again, to put the nations back in subjection, man. You see? This is Zechariah chapter 12, verse 8. It says, in that day shall the Lord Yahweh defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David, and the house of David shall be as God, as the angel of the Lord Yahweh before them. You got it?
Yeah. Levels to this thing. Yeah. All right. So we talking about King David. All right. Well, what they used to sing in Samuel. Saul killed thousands, but David killed tens of thousands. Yeah. Come on, man. And you talking about that's feeble? Wow. Yeah. Feeble. That's
the most feeble man. The weakest. Yes.
Come on, bro. Gonna be as that. We talking about David that killed tens and thousands. We know that David was a bloody man. That at that point in time he couldn't build a temple for the Lord.
Yeah, too much blood on
Too much blood on your hands. But again, that's going to be the feeble amongst us. Come on, man. Like how much more? All right, but we know that it said. What? Read that second part again, Baba Shah.
Salah. It says, "And the house of David shall be as the Most High."
We should be as the Most High. We should be as Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. All right, that's why we mentioned there's going to be levels to these things. All right, because the men that's out here doing his work and putting his work in, you know, to be chosen amongst Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, yeah, they're going to get those spiritual powers. Like the Lord said that we're going to be like Yahushua. We're going to be like him. All right, but ultimately it's still a reward overall, and that's the beauty of this thing, to understand that, you know, just being of this lineage, of this bloodline of so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, that we still receive the gift and the mercy of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know, some have received that death by pain, but ultimately us in this thing, I mean, it's still pain that we're going through, but it's still a reward that's going to happen behind this thing, you know?
I had something.
Kind of bring it up.
This is Leviticus 26:7. It says, "And ye shall chase your enemies, and they shall fall before you by the sword. And 5 of you shall chase 100, and 100 of you shall put 10,000 to flight. And your enemies shall fall before you by the sword."
Is it?
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, come on. Like the movie. This is to be the alternate ending of the movie 300. You know, 300 against all them Persians and stuff like that. But nah, them arrows not about to come down and kill all us. Us 300, we about to go ahead and get busy and slaughter all. You know, but what it said, 5.
It says, verse 8. It says, "And 5 of you shall chase 100, and 100 of you shall put 10,000 to flight."
There should be no problem. All right, it don't matter as long as we one of us, you know, can handle many. But as it said, the 5. One more time with that one.
And 5 of you shall chase 100, and 100 of you shall put 10,000 to flight.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, man. As long as we are with Yahweh Bashim Yahushua and the Lord grant us these spiritual powers, come on, man. It doesn't matter how many of us that's going to be together. If it's more in front of us, we'll take that down like that.
Look what happened with that account with what was that
Gideon?
Elijah and the mission.
Oh, but the more of us
yeah,
the angels camped around us.
Yeah,
Elisha couldn't see.
Yeah.
Couldn't see the
yeah, and Elijah wound up like letting them see that they had nothing but angels protecting them.
Yeah, it's many more of us.
Yeah,
than it is with them.
And then come. But you just couldn't see these
But
things.
he thinking like it's only us two. Like what we gonna do?
We got the Lord backing us.
We got the Lord backing us.
Yes. Come on, man. Why would you not want to be on this side? You know?
Yep.
One of your brothers said something?
Revelation chapter 2 and verse 25 said, but that which ye have already hold fast till I come. Verse 26, and he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nation. Verse 27, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father. I don't know why they're doing that, but yeah, that's what we got to do. We got to constantly endure, be patient, and whatever's going on right now in our life, whatever the Lord is constantly ushering in that kingdom, that salvation is very close. Also, He's getting ready to give us that spiritual power, rulership, dominion, so we're very close,
You said hold fast till you come. Hold fast to this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. As you just said.
Wisdom and knowledge should be stuck in the time.
That's our key out of this thing.
That's it.
That's our key out of this thing. That's the stability that we have in this thing. It's everything that works, all the things that we need to survive and to receive the crown.
Yep.
Just through that holding on. Just hold on. That Drake song, just hold on, we're going home. That chariot almost here. The Lord is almost back to destroy this thing and get us out of here, bro. And come on, man. You got it.
This Wisdom of Solomon 3 and verse 6. It says, as gold in the furnace, he have tried them and received them as a burnt offering. And in the time of their visitation, they shall shine and run to and fro like sparks among the stubble. They shall judge the nations and have dominion over the people, and their Lord shall reign forever. So like the brother was going into, us receiving that spiritual power through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai upon his return. Us going through the trials and tribulations now, and then later on receiving that crown from the Heavenly Father. And then we put the nations under subjection after that.
No other closing remarks? So again, to pray that this lesson, this camp was edifying. Our salvation is nearer than we believe. Just hold on. Just some encouraging words. But again, pray that this live camp was edifying. Before we get out of here, we'll need infinite knowledge and prayers too.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders and GMS who taught us the truth. Peace and salutation to both of you elect, and you are Kim, you are cooperative, you brothers and sisters in the Hebrew that believe in Abba, Kwam Yasharah. Shalom.